Wow, no commercial. What the fuck is going on? There's no commercial? There's something wrong in this world. Alright. Turno, you getting on the table?
Okay.
Oh, you're still playing your stupid game.
Jotunheim is actually really good. It's a really good game.
I'm sure it is. I'm so sure.
Like I said, if you like XCOM, you'll like this.
XCon, I don't know what that is.
XCOM.
I don't know what XCOM is.
Look
Well,
it
I guess I
up.
know what XCOM is, but I've never played it. Okay. So, as we come back in again today on the 24th of Serenith, to recap last game, we began where you guys had just finished, right? Taking out the Lich, and you decided to channel the shaman at that point, and he was able to confirm to you that the caves were now clean, or the catacombs were now clear of the evil presence, but he could still feel the evil presence on the horizon. Once you got out of the catacombs, Alkindr used the Bonefinger whistle, and out of the sky dropped a chariot right on his head, or right next to him. It actually didn't fall right on him. And you guys were able to find your flying chariot. For FYI, I did update that, and if you didn't read it, I changed it to a straight MPH sort of thing, so it's base or max. If you're not pulling anything, is 10 miles per hour. So that's 80 miles in a day. Anyway, so once you did that, you guys returned with your new flying chariot to McCready and then to High Helm. Let's see, what happened in High Helm? You guys, Alkindr finally did his last piece of research, and you learned a piece of information about the demon. You learned some of his defenses, and you guys decided originally to do his HP, but I chose that I didn't want to do that for other reasons that I cannot disclose at this time. So then you guys decided to get his saves, and so his saves are currently on the handout, if right there. And so that's the additional information you got, and then you guys spoke a little bit about Alkindr's letter to Maria in Pangolius. And then what else happened? I was just about to say something else. So you got and you started to talk to Priscilla about going with you guys again, and actually were finally able to convince her. She decided that she would be able to get around to more cities with you guys, and you definitely informed her of your flying chariot, and that was the thing that stories were made of to her, so she wanted to join you on that. But do keep in mind that the chariot does only have 6 slots, with Alkindr's wagon hitched up to it as well. I think he has 4 more slots in the wagon, but one of them's being taken up by his alchemy set, so he has 3 slots in the wagon, which gives you guys just enough for what you have right now, which is you're going to require 9 slots with the elk and the horse pulling the chariot, and Dova riding inside.
We can spend, I think it's 1,000 gold. Yeah, 1,000 gold to get a wagon train which just hooks up another wagon and another wagon. So we could have the 3 wagons hooked up to the chariot, but I think that's stupid.
Well, that would increase the speed even more, or reduce the speed even more. So with just
But the
Alkinder's
wagon train increases it by 10.
well, with Alkinder's wagon hooked up, it's going to reduce you to 8 miles per hour.
Yep, I'm just saying that with the wagon train, it increases speed.
How would we increase the speed? It would just be adding more weight.
It comes you cycle through the horses. It comes with it's never mind.
Well, the horses aren't hooked
We're
up
not
to this
fucking
thing.
flying.
Why aren't you flying?
Cause I want to walk.
Why do you want to walk? Why do you want to take longer?
Cause it's
Remember,
more role play. More role play.
You guys are on the clock for
No, we're not.
this lich right now.
Who gives a fuck about the lich? Got his ass handed to him.
He was toying with you, and his spell failed that he was sure he was going to pass. He was
Yeah.
sure one of you would die with that spell.
He underestimated us.
Us. Interesting.
After blowing you up the first time, he wasn't worried about you the second time.
We gave him the old rope-a-dope.
In any event,
So, you guys have anything for me before we get going? Since we're kind of waiting on Alkinder.
so I recruit the blacksmith and I
So
guess
you ready
two
to go
fighters.
to High Home?
Yeah. You also forgot to mention that we sold the warhead to the
Oh yeah,
highest
you
bidder.
did return the
aka
warhag.
Alright, so we're at the start of a new day.
I don't think you're at the start of a new day yet. Were you ending the day? I mean, were we ending the day last time? Because I didn't update. I didn't advance the day. So is it the 25th now?
This was definitely coming to a close when we came here. When we stopped for the night.
So it's the 25th of Serenith now. And if Alkinder needed to do some more that evening, we can just kind of get that going. But I don't think he did. Yeah, I think he just wanted to try to sell the pistol. So you're gonna try to go to the head blacksmith, huh? Or just
I did
any
not know he
blacksmith?
was the head blacksmith, but the guy who did my armor.
Well, he wasn't the one who actually did the armor. He was the one who supervised it.
Well, I want the one who did my armor. I don't give a fuck about his supervision.
Okay. Well, you take yourself back to the store, and the head dwarf there asks, "What can I do for you?"
Might I request an audience with the smith that created the fabulous armor? And then I would have Dova with me, and I would point to the armor.
Yeah, well, I had a few people working on that. Who do you want to talk to? My apprentice is available.
A few people?
Well, it wasn't just one person. It's a lot of armor there, and I got a lot of customers.
So, no one individual can claim credit for this fabulous armor.
They all produce great work. They all learned from the best. Me.
Very well done. Who is your most promising student?
Well, that would have to be Gene over there. Yeah, definitely Gene. I mean, if your intention is to get someone to work for you, you'd want to talk to him. Gene for sure.
Thank you, my good sir. And I will go walk over to Jean.
And Gene says, "Yes, my lord."
Tell me, what have you to say working for an army as a blacksmith? The armorer.
Well, I love some work. I'd love to get out of here, too. These guys are always picking on me. They're always down-talking my work.
Well, you'll be foremost in saying that would you have opened your own blacksmith shop like Smith Ar'vahl, and he indicates with a gesture of his head, you would possibly make more money than what I am willing to pay because you would have customers, but I can guarantee a daily wage.
Well, what are we talking about here?
I believe the going rate is 1 gold a day, but because you will be crucial to my future plans and operations, I shall pay you 1 gold and 2 silvers per day.
Well, I never imagined such money. Why do you want me?
Because though you may very, very dislike your current situations, I will tell you, you will always be working to create the finest armor that you can so that I can equip multiple troops. And as far as you have been said to be quite promising.
Who said that?
Why, is that Smith Ar'vahl?
He never tells me I do anything good. He's always just down talking my work too. That's why the other guys do it. Telling me I'm not doing it right, telling me my seams aren't straight, telling me the armor's too tight. I do my best.
I think there is a phrase I have heard once before in a land not too far from here. Have you heard of Ar'vahl?
Yeah, I've heard it.
In Ar'vahl, I heard once that the teacher is most, how do you say, strict on his most promising student because he knows he can do better and tries to increase his possibilities. I probably butcher, but this is a general phrase. What I am trying to say.
He kind of scratches his head and he's like, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's tried to kill me and throw me into the forge not once or twice. I mean, not outright, but you know, he's bumped into me when I've been reaching in there, and I don't think it was by accident.
Do you mean
Care to
tell me?
use some skills?
Do you mean to tell me? He turns to Smith Ar'vahl. That you dare lie to me?
What do you mean? You want to roll sense motive?
You mean to
Jesus, why
tell
do I
me?
have to ask you?
No, I was going to do it. You don't have to ask.
You get the impression that he doesn't want you to take his best workers. But I mean, he's just fine. Yeah. I mean, he's no Oswald over there, but no, Oswald needs to stay here. But he could build your armor. He could probably do it for cheaper. Or work for cheaper anyway. You know, you get what you pay for.
Very well. I shall ask you another question as I turn to Jean. Did you work on this armor? And I point to Dova's armor.
Well, yeah, I mostly operate at the fire.
Then we shall have our set price. If you but make me a piece of armor suitable. This is a challenge. I want you to create your finest armor, barding for an horse, a scale mail. If it proves suitable, I shall hire you and not him. And I point to Oswald. And then you shall show these others what a fool they have been.
So you're gonna pay for the materials for it?
Yeah.
That's what Ar'vahl would ask. You paying for this?
Of course.
Alright, how much does it cost?
Let's see, 2 times the price of scale mail.
So how much does it cost?
Looking it up. Scale mail is 50 gold, so it costs 100.
Alright. So 110.
I want it to be masterwork quality.
So what was it? That would be 250. Now that's 275.
That is if he can create the masterwork quality.
Well, we'll see. I'm gonna roll for you, but he's not very good.
If he cannot create it, then it's not masterwork, and I only pay 110.
Yeah, I guess that's how it works. All right. Let's see what we get. He goes to work. He doesn't seem to have the hands of an expert by any means, but he definitely appears to be trying hard for you. Let's see what we get. Oh. Fail. No, he goes to work and he's trying really hard. He's working really hardly, really tough on this armor. But just as the people were saying, the seams don't line up, and it doesn't seem like it's completely solid, as in uniform. And there's definitely weak spots in the armor. Yeah. As if you hit it the right way, it would go right through and be completely worthless.
I will look at the quality of the armor and say, yeah, it is what I have paid for, but sadly, you do not measure up to what I had hoped. And then I look at Smith Orville. You may require more effort in your teaching if this is your work. He is your student, after all. In
Don't
this,
blame me. I
Yes.
have wonderful apprentices.
this speaks upon you.
If you think you can do better, why don't you take them anyway and teach them?
I will not take any of your blacksmiths, for I fear that they are only good together under your supervision, and I need not for 7 us more. Perhaps I shall find
What was
my
the other guy's
blacksmith
name I
elsewhere.
said?
Oswald.
Oswald. Oswald steps up. He's like, now you wait 1 minute. I'm a damn fine blacksmith. Who are you to insult me?
I need not insult you. I need only insult your teacher.
Well, Orville does just fine if you ask me. That fool's incompetent. But don't go around insulting us.
Then what would you say if I had told you, and he brandishes his shield, that this was made from another land? How would you say this quality is? And I hand him my shield, which is a +2 steel shield. Could you
Yeah.
fashion such?
I'm not a mage, but I could fashion a shield twice as good.
Ha! I find that impossible.
Well, he couldn't, like I said, he's saying he couldn't do the +2, but he could make a masterwork shield that's better than the original shield that yours is.
Very well. What would be your price for said shield?
How much is the steel shield normally?
It's like 10 gold? 20 gold?
20 gold, so it's 170?
Yeah.
Alright. He'll tell you, for 200 gold, he'll give you a shield. Hold on, let me look something up real quick. Do you have your thing updated?
No, not my character sheet at all.
You son of a bitch.
But it's updated on the website.
Yeah, of course it is. I don't even have to go to the website. What are the stats of your shield?
My stats of the shield are a +2, so it's a +4 shield bonus, a -2 armor check, -1 armor check penalty, and weighs 15 pounds.
He says he can make you a shield for 200 gold that weighs only 10 pounds and would give you another -1 to your armor check penalty. Not 200 gold, for 500 gold. But it wouldn't be +2, you'd have to get it magically enchanted elsewhere.
For 500 gold.
So, I mean, without the +2, it would be, you know, like what? Whatever a normal shield was, -1 armor check penalty, -5 pounds.
So, you wish to be a privateer. Very well, I shall accept your challenge. If it proves not to be up to the quality you suppose, you can brandish that shield on your blacksmith shelf. If it is of the quality you say it is, then I'll purchase it. And then we can talk about whether you would still be willing to join my army.
Orville says, You gonna use my store for this to take my best blacksmith's apprentice? What do I get out of it?
I do not care what you get out of this, but you can make a request.
Request, you're gonna have to give me something for using my store to take my best man.
I have already purchased armor. Good day.
Wait, so you're telling him you're not going to do anything for him for doing this little test?
No. I'm not at all concerned with his
Well, then
demand.
he's saying he's not going to let you use, he's not going to let, goddamn, what did I say that guy's name was? I got to write it down. Gene and, no, Oscar?
Oswald.
Oswald. So he's not going to let Oswald use his store for your test if you're just going to take him away. Unless he gets something out of it.
Very well. If everything goes to the best possible outcome, and Oswald agrees to come with me, I shall pay you 100 gold for your valuable teaching. But if
Deal.
nothing happens, I am afraid that you will require much more effort in your teaching.
I do just fine. Well, he's going to do much better because he's actually going to take 10 and get an 18 and make a masterwork quality shield that he intended on making.
A masterwork quality shield with a craft check. I wonder if he can possibly pass with an 18.
Why would he not be able to pass? I set the DCs here. Because I know how good he is. But he makes the shield as promised. It's a, what do you got? Heavy steel shield. It's masterwork. And instead of the 1, how do you say it? Is it +1 to the armor check penalty, or is it -1 to the armor check penalty? Anyway,
So
this
it's a
one gets
masterwork.
-2.
Alright. So it's got twice the masterwork bonus.
Yes, there we go. Thank you.
I shall evaluate the armor.
That would be another craft check for you. Okay, that'll work too. Profession Knight.
Why did that not work? You upset me
I
too
don't know.
much.
You only have 1 bracket on the end. I upset you by giving you cool stuff. It looks masterwork quality to you. Or actually, it looks extra masterwork. It looks special. It looks better. It definitely looks better quality than the shield that you already have. Aside from it, the shield you already have being +2.
He is examining it, and then he will pay for the the shield, the 500 gold, and then he will attempt to sunder the shield.
Okay.
You guys are really.
I mean, you can go ahead and do that. You're just gonna have to fix it. It's go ahead and do it, but it's fine. It is of the quality that I'm telling you. Fortunately, you missed. Oh, you try to sunder their shield and you punch yourself in the face.
No, I try to sunder the shield, and it deflects my blow. I am convinced it is of great quality.
Oh yeah, there we go. You are convinced it's even higher quality than he said it was. But your profession tells you enough. That was exactly the DC I had in mind.
This is of great quality. I have already paid for the shield and the scale mail. Tell me, Oswald, will you come with me? Venture forth?
Yeah, but if you were gonna give Jean a gold and 2 silver, surely I'm worth 2 gold.
I was going to give Jean a gold and 2 silver if he was of the quality I have expected.
But I'm better.
So you are
As you can see,
you are
I passed your test
clearly
and then some.
better than a gold a day. The 2 silver was specifically because of the importance of my operation. I shall go no higher than a gold and 5 silver per day.
You're an honorable man. I'll take it. Orville, thank you for everything. And they do the little forearm handshake. And he says, well, I'm gonna be sorry to losing you, son. You go and do something right.
I will give Smith Orville 100 gold. Perhaps you shall consider spending more time with Smith Jean.
So, there's also a reason he only got a +8. There was something that you said you were gonna do about this too, didn't you?
Huh?
You said you wanted to see if they were fatigued.
Yeah, sure. Does he look tired?
Well, perception. I guess, what was your sense motive? 23. Yes, we'll just go with that. He definitely looks like he's a little bit off. Had you healed him beforehand, he might have been able to do better on his take 10.
For future notice. Alright, so let me subtract from my coffers 710 gold.
But you're gonna have to do something to get that shield up to snuff.
What are you talking about? Who says I have to do anything? I
No,
don't
you're
take an
not
armor.
gonna-
I don't take an armor check penalty to my ride.
What are you talking about?
Ares doesn't take an armor check penalty to ride.
What does that have to do with anything?
It's the only thing that I care about armor check penalty.
It's also lighter.
I'm a strong guy. Either still, I am going to see about the temple district, and I shall require from Smith Oswald where he can be found at later on this evening, and where he can be found tomorrow morning.
Who? Orville?
Oswald.
Oswald said he'd be at home this evening, but he'll be wherever you want in the morning.
All right. If I do not come to you later on this evening, then if you would meet me at the inn at the High Helm's Edge tomorrow morning.
Yes,
For
my
I
lord.
see that we will be leaving soon. Pack all of your necessary belongings.
Well, most of the tools are Orville's, but I have my hammer.
Actually, come with me, Miss Oswald. This will require a great deal of expertise. I am afraid I am not of the kind. As I want to take him to the marketplace.
You can buy him some equipment.
Actually, I was thinking about creating a forge inside a wagon, like getting like a super built up wagon.
Once again, how are you gonna take this wagon?
By machine power of the 14th century horses.
No, I mean, Jesus. So you're just really trying to fight against this whole flying thing, huh?
Hey, flying will be useful for needing to get around quickly. There's no way I'm gonna be able to take 100+ people with me on this freaking wagon.
Yeah, but they can get to you. Like you can always send your troop. You're not gonna need them in at every city in every situation. You can send them there, and they can just march there while you get there and do your thing. You don't have to be with your troop at all times.
Well, we will cross that bridge when we get to it.
I suppose. Man, so is Nermon even here? Is it just me and you?
No, I'm here.
Okay. Was there anything you wanted to do?
Yes, well, I am being in the inn and, like always, not doing as much in the cities. I will, well, buying some drinks and speaking with people on general things. I will ask them if I see merchants and some things, if they heard something about the region of Ar'vahl, if there are any rumors among the merchants, if they heard anything about the roads being unsafe or similar things to it. That's actually a wrong macro, but that's okay too.
You can use that 20 for whatever. What is it actually though?
Diplomacy. It's
I
diplomacy.
know.
It's
Oh, you
not.
did. Is it the same
It's
bonus?
it's missing even more. I have more bonuses because I'm currently at Marshall. It's currently 39. And
All right.
wait,
And
there
how
are
much did we say we were penalizing you for being a half orc in a dwarven town?
that they are all unfriendly towards me at start, so which means a -5. So there's
Okay, so you're 37. You find actually a great deal of information on Ar'vahl. There's quite a few rumors of what appears to be something of akin to a plague coming out. You know, as rumors seem to always do, they definitely exaggerate it as if it's the Black Death itself that's coming out of Ar'vahl. But knowing what's going on, you understand that they're speaking of the demon touch.
anything about Magnamar recently? No, it's also
Magnamar's doing its normal trade town. Rumors have reached here of a attack on the town. They say thousands upon thousands of zombies came from the sea and began to knock all the houses down, and it was mostly destroyed. Some rumors tell you. Other rumors tell you that there was only one zombie, and that the guard commander, what was his name? I don't remember his name. That he hid inside and cried like a baby because one zombie was coming in from the waters. That's what other rumors tell you.
Good job, Ares. Good job.
As usual, Cathal, with her high diplomacy check, sorts out that it's probably somewhere in the middle, and they're speaking of the zombie attack that you guys stopped.
And that one guard Johnson was the one that was cowering, right?
That's what the stories say. That the guard commander of the Magnamar guard was cowering in the corner crying like a child.
I feel vindicated.
Okay, good. Half Moon Cat's back. I almost forgot. You actually get a letter walking around while you're walking around town today, or actually, it's delivered to the inn before you left this morning.
I read it. Oh, like the first was easy?
I'm going to try and see if this.
Try to see what?
If you scroll down to Artisan's Workshop, I'm going to try and convert a heavy wagon into a heavy wagon that's also an Artisan's Workshop.
How many slots does the heavy wagon have?
6.
So that would be like 4 of its 6 slots.
So Oswald won't have a lot of room to move around.
Well, I mean, he'd have room to move around because in the 6 slots in the 20 feet of space that was the workshop, and then it's 2 feet of space for passengers. Or sorry, 10 feet of space for passengers.
Cool.
But how much does the wagon cost?
We already have a wagon.
Oh yeah, you do already have a wagon. Just the normal same wagon like that? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how much does the
360.
for the 10 foot by 10 foot?
Yeah.
It's easy. Yeah. Oswald could do that to the wagon himself.
Alright. But I take him to the marketplace and I try to use his expertise and my bargain and deal making possibilities to get a discount.
So you can get everything that he needs. You said it was 360 for the
Artisan's Workshop, yeah.
for the artisan's workshop, and is that supposed to include all the tools he needs?
It counts as masterwork artisan's tools for one craft skill.
Okay, so 300.
300 it shall be.
And he needs probably another 10 gold worth of items to actually build the thing in the wagon.
He will have what he requires.
Well, he says he'll get started on it right away. It'll probably take him about 3 days to finish the workshop.
Very well. I do have a question. Do you need it to be what is the correct word? Stable. Can you do your work while we travel? Because we do have other places to be.
Well, that'll just make it take longer. Probably about double the time.
This is good to hear. And now, Kratos and Ares will try and go recoup their losses by going to the temple. Healing for your what ails you?
Well, today, the temple guards are actually, or not the temple guards, the temple clerics are going to come out and say, you guys are the reason that our business has been hurting. They're actually going to catch you today. It's like, nobody gave you permission.
Very well. Let me ask you another question. And why do I have to have your permission?
We have permits for healing in this city.
And?
Do you have a permit, good sir?
I don't need to have a permit. I can heal for what people are willing to pay. And I ask only 50 gold.
That's another problem. You're charging too little. Undercutting us is not allowed by the Healers Guild.
So, You wish for me to charge more.
And what does the temple get?
Very well. I shall charge 100, the same price you would charge. But of course mine is better. Then I shall give you 10 gold of my 100 gold.
We normally get 100 gold. You can charge 110, and we get 100.
I think not.
Well, then
I
I
do
think you
not
won't be healing in
believe-
this city.
I do not believe you can cure all the people.
It's not about curing all the people. It's about curing who can pay. If we just stopped charging people, there'd be a run on us. We wouldn't be able to get anything done.
I don't care. Honestly, I do not. You can attempt to lower your prices, but good luck.
We can't. It's against the Healers Guild. Do you not know nothing, man?
I don't care about your guild. I am not a part of it.
Well, I can guarantee you, you'll get the same reception in any town. Now get off our temple.
I step off of the temple grounds, just out front, and continues offering my services.
In the marketplace?
Just to be a jerk, right in front of the temple. So before they can even get to the temple, they go through me.
Okay, you said how many between the two of you?
20.
20 between the two of you. Again, roll 1 diplomacy for that. And roll a duration. Let's say 1d12.
A 1d12?
Or 3d4, yeah, 3d4 is what I said. It's 8. Alright, you'd be able to get through 18 of them in 8 hours. However, after 2 hours, which would be, I don't know, 4? The guards come up and say, and they talk to you and they say, "We've heard that you've been healing without permits." Besides, hold on, you know it's against the law. They told you it was against the law, essentially, to be doing this.
But it is
So I don't.
not a good thing to not heal. Either way, they did not tell me how to get a permit. I feel that they are just being evil clerics.
They're not being evil. Their god requires them take payment. And so does the Healers Guild. But if you want a permit, you gotta go to the temple themselves.
Well, tell me, my good sir, if you are feeling ill and you could not afford their payment, should you have to suffer?
It's not about that,
I believe it is.
but it's not. Either way, you can't do any healing.
This is an outrage, I tell you. Tell me, guardsman, what proof of you do you have that there is required permit for healing.
Are you telling me I don't know the law of my own city?
I am questioning, where does it say?
Doesn't matter where it says.
But
That's
it
the
does.
law.
Have you ever heard of a law that is not written down?
It's not my business. So
Then I
you wanna
believe you
know
are
about
wrong.
laws? You can go ask the lord of the city.
Good sir, the lord of the city does not have time to bother with me. You can go back and show proof of this. And if you can show proof, then I shall cease and desist.
I don't have to show you proof of the law. If you don't want to quit, we'll haul you into the dungeons.
I don't believe you'd want to do that.
Are you gonna fight the guards?
Go and show proof. And I'm going to sense his motive. Is he lying about this? This is the sense motive that I feel like I should fail.
You believe him.
That there is a law saying that you have to have a permit?
As far as you can tell, you believe him.
Alright, a lawful good thing would to be inquiring about said purchase of a permit.
Well, you did already talk to the
It
to the
said you
healer,
need
and
you need a permit, but they didn't say how much it is.
well, they told you their terms.
I get 10 gold, and they get 100,
Yeah.
and I
They
have
have
to
no
charge
reason.
people.
You don't have to charge double. You just have to charge more. But they have no reason to lower their prices. They have a monopoly.
I go anti-bell and I slaughter the entire clerics. What?
Did you say you slaughtered all the clerics?
I go anti-paladin and I slaughter all the clerics. I now have monopoly!
Yeah, I don't think you can handle all the clerics and all the guards. Dova's not that good.
These are only level 3 clerics. I feel like I could. All the same, all the same. I shall
Take your
spread
200 gold.
rumor. No, I will spread rumors that if people want healing for cheaper, they can go outside the city, and I'll take my business outside the city.
Okay. So it still goes off for your 29 though, but that doesn't. You already got 4, and I said it took you what 8 hours. So after another 6 hours of doing it outside of the city, you'll get another 6.
Okay. So a total of 10.
Yeah.
And Gerard makes in the entire day of what I did a fifth of what I did because of whatever Gerard is doing.
He's doing Gerard things. But I assume that if Krotos was ever to be the one that was not active, he would be doing what you're doing right now and just healing.
Probably.
Oh, where the fuck's NPC? Come on.
I haven't a clue. But I need to recruit 2 more fighters and 2 more rangers. Is there a guild like Oblivion style fighters guild?
There would be a protection guild maybe because of Torek, which would be filled with clerics of Torek.
I mean, you could get. I mean, you know where the like the Marshall District essentially was, so you could hang out around there and
I
recruit
hire
people.
adventurers! Hey, adventurer! Do you wish to no longer be an adventurer, but get a steady wage? The Marshall District.
Yeah, there's a Marshall District. So what is Half Moon Cat doing?
Just going around cutting
I'm
people's legs.
researching. I'm trying to figure this out.
She's supposed to go around cutting people's and then sending them my way. Jesus.
Well, maybe you want to ask Cathal or Alkindor about it, even though Alkindar's
Can
not
I
here.
can I implant something in your
I already
mind,
asked.
Arno?
Catherine.
Why aren't you going around to the different buildings, picking the buildings, and going Skyrim Thieves Guild style on them?
Because then I come back and I tell you, and then you bitch and complain.
Well, that's why you've learned your lesson. You don't tell me.
So, you guys could talk, and Ares doesn't necessarily have to know about it, just because the player knows, Elor knows.
I'm already talking to Cathal.
Well, I don't see it.
Because you don't need to.
Oh, I don't need to, huh? Well, this is RP. RP it.
We are.
I don't see it. There's no RP going on here. Go ahead, talk.
You're not with us.
How am I not allowed to know?
He's
I get to know everything.
He's helping me right now. We're just trying to figure out what we can use to get to it.
Well, to get to it isn't your problem.
Wow,
No, I
Nova,
mean,
way to be stingy.
To move it.
To get it out of there is your problem.
And that is, we're in the website trying to find out.
Oh,
Our Cathal would first have, as soon as she has how to maybe get an object smaller and more fittable, she would have suggested something which she knows from his Archmage, that he was able to polymorph every object into anything. But this is a really high and difficult thing to do, as it is a light spell.
Also,
What
it's
level?
one
Level
non-magical
8.
object.
Oh, it's a magical object which you need to. Fuck.
Yeah, and it's
no,
a-
that
that's
doesn't
a-
say anything about being a magical object.
I thought said it.
You said I had to do a diplomacy check to see if I could get people who are already well geared themselves.
Did we say that? I don't.
You said that
Sure.
to me.
I mean, it sounds familiar. Yes.
So this is to see how much I have to equip these people. And we never set a DC, so it's up to you.
Yeah, no, it's not it's not magical.
Another 29 for equipped. Yeah, I wouldn't tell you the DC anyway. That gets 2 equipped people.
So I found.
Wait. Did you want to do? I mean, I guess the one was for the blacksmith, and this is for all the other 4 more, right?
I mean, if you want to do it on a case by basis, yeah, sure.
No. I'd rather do it all in one. So if this is for all 4 of them, then you would get an equipped guy and 3 unequipped.
Sweet.
Or you can use that to get 2 fully equipped guys.
So I have 2 people that have their own stuff, and then like 2 warriors or NPC level or class people, like they've never fought a day in their life. Jeez.
No. You could get 2 people that are equipped, have gear, or you could get 1 person that's equipped and 3 that are unequipped but know what they're doing, yes. I mean, you're recruiting actual soldiers, not just random people off the street.
So why is one comparable to the other? one is fully equipped and 2 are fully equipped?
1 fully equipped, 3 unequipped, or 2 fully equipped.
So the 2 are fully equipped,
They just need to get paid.
and the others?
The non-equipped ones you gotta equip. You gotta get them gear.
I'm confused about why I would choose one over the other for these 2. It seems one's clearly the better choice.
I don't see why. You could get all 4, or you should be able to get. Did we say 4 or 5?
Well, one of them is
Oh,
Oswald.
one of them was the blacksmith. Yeah, one of them was the black. Okay, yeah, so you should be able. You could get all 4 of them, but only one of them has equipment, or you could get 2 fully equipped people.
Oh, I can get 4 recruits, or I could get 2 recruits.
Yes.
I'll go with the one that saves me money because money's tight, friend.
So 2 equipped.
Yeah.
So you got a blacksmith and 2. You could get soldiers or rangers, either one.
I will get.
You'll have to. For the troop, you will have to get a mix of both because they'll have the ranged attack that the troop does.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a fighter and a ranger.
Okay. Well, just mark all that shit down on.
Yeah.
Can you mark it somewhere on that token? Can you do that on tokens? I know I have GM notes on tokens.
I'm going to put in the bio and information what the different dots mean.
What the different what?
I'm gonna find a picture for the troop, and then I'm going to put in the dots on them, like green dot, red dot, blue dot, whatever, what the dots different means. And I'll also reflect on the bio and info what is in there. But right now I'm currently at a 3.5 gold per day money hole. Gotta make at least 3.5 a day in order to break even.
A ranger and fighter, you said?
Yeah.
So the blacksmith is essentially a non-fighting member, so you're never going to be able to get full 100% strength on this guy, on this troop.
Oh, I will eventually, with magic items included.
Okay. Well, no, yeah, whatever you want to do like that. All right, so I put it in there, what you have. Oh, wait, hold on, I got...
Was that an NPC? Hello, NPC.
There he is. Wait, what did you want to do, NPC? When did you send your letter off?
On the 25th. So the day after you came here.
So today, then. It's the 25th now. We started the session the next morning of last session.
Okay.
So was there anything else that you had to do that evening?
Well, I didn't have to do it that evening, but I didn't,
But what?
Okay. So I guess in the night I would copy the invisibility down into the book, as well as false life.
As well as what?
False life, I did that at the end of the last session.
Just copy down false life, and were you gonna sell the book
Mm,
after you copied it?
And yes, is that what everyone else wants to do?
Everyone else? Go ahead and chime in now.
Hey, if you want to copy all the books down, that's fine. And then if you want to sell a book, that's also fine. I'm currently just... I don't care about the magic spells. Ares wouldn't care. He just doesn't. He doesn't know a damn thing about it.
So anyway, Ares wants to go by land because he's got another, or he just put a blacksmith shop in a wagon.
Sorry, what?
So that means he wants to go by land. You know, it's also another option. The blacksmith can drive the wagon here on his own as well, to where you guys are going on his own as well.
That seems like a dangerous ordeal. There's brigands on the road, haven't you heard?
Well, he's got the 2 troops that you hired for him as well. He's already got a bodyguard, an escort.
Yes. I remember the good old days when there was 4 adventurers that almost died. Half of them
I think
decided to
they'll
go
be fine.
Allah Akbar.
Right. I wanted to do the knowledge check to find someone to sell the thing to.
I mean, if the DM is telling me it'll be fine, and I'm sense motivating the DM, and
You're
that's
sense
totally
motivating.
fine. Then I'll go and fly there, and I'll make my money, and then I'll pay them when they get here.
And you can also even send Gerard there with them if
Yeah.
you didn't want to, if you weren't planning on taking them anywhere.
Gerard can totally go with the troop, and he'll be, "You're in charge here, Gerard, and don't let nobody happen to nothing." He's the first sergeant, after all. He knows what to do.
He does. There you go. So it sounds like it's solved. So you got Ares, Alkindor, Half Moon Cathal, Priscilla, and Dova. So that's 7 slots. And you got the flying chariot with Alkindor's wagon behind it.
Can I do the check to find the person?
Yeah, we're not leaving yet.
Wait, so I did have the thing that I wanted to do, but I have obviously been I wasn't able to come here on time, so we're just going to continue. How long have you guys been waiting?
What did you want to do?
Well, I had
What-
the thing. I wanted to have him talk to everybody about Bruce and defense, the decisions.
About what?
About like
What's the decision? You want to do that before you leave?
I kind of wanted to do it on the night, but I guess there's no.
You can do that for last night, yeah.
Is everyone else okay with that?
I'm okay with whatever you want to do.
Yes.
Aaron, that's the thing that you can do to increase the speed of the horse chariot.
No, I know what you're saying, then.
It's fucking
But who
expensive
says you
though,
can increase the speed?
because it says so. But it's fucking expensive. All the same, we'll
Okay. Okay. So what is everyone is in the desert.
Does somebody have that, Taranel, that you linked me?
What do you mean?
It's a wizard spell. Hold on.
I have an object.
Well, I don't know. What's the level of the caster? You can't ask me that question without telling me what the level of the caster is going to be.
No, I meant how much would that weigh? Because it's what 4/4,000th of what it weighs now.
No, it's 1/4,000th the original volume in math. It says, let's see, it will shrink one magical item if it's within the size limit to 1/16 of its normal size in each dimension. So, if it's taller than you, 1/16 of that?
I don't care about the height. I'm worried about the weight.
What exactly is going on with his character? Jesus, this cloak and dagger shit's going cray-cray.
I don't know why they don't want to talk about it out loud, but that's their decision, not mine.
No, right now we're just out. We're not in game. We're out game trying to figure out what spell or whatever I can shrink this thing. That's it.
You're trying to shrink something that's like huge?
Yeah, 3,000 pounds.
New plan. You
1/4000th of 3,000 is 0.75 pounds apparently.
You find yourself an elephant and
So less
big
than a
old
pound.
cart.
Apparently.
Then this is the way that we're going.
Not as hard as you thought, huh?
Well, now I got to figure out who can cast this.
Okay, so am I doing the check or the thing that his speech? I guess.
You want to sell the pistol?
Yes.
So it's currently still the morning. You said you wanted to go ahead and do your talk to people first.
Okay, then Alexander will go find, I guess.
This would be when you guys were like in the inn last night.
Yeah, I will try to ask everyone to come to like the room with the most space, I guess. And then he would stand in front of everyone with placards. Because anyone who is watching him the nights while we were coming back from the catacombs would have noticed that aside from the letter he's been writing on like pieces of paper, and he has all these pieces of paper gathered in his hands, and he looks down at them and straightens them out, and he says, "Thank you for coming here on such short notice. I realize most of you want to sleep because we have a long day ahead of us, or a fairly long day ahead of us tomorrow. Hopefully this won't take too much time. I've compiled a few points that I have." And then he looks down at the papers, then he looks up at each of you, then he looks down at the papers again, and his face slowly scrunches into a frown. And he just sighs, and he tosses the papers to the side. Okay, this isn't going to work. And he just like looks down at himself and just... What's that for? That's to sense his motive?
Yeah, Eric's just like, what is going on with this guy?
Yeah, so you can see he's trying to... He's just... The reason why he threw the papers away is that he looked at all the points that he compiled over the last few days, and he just realized that none of this is actually what he wants to say. Like, none of this is as important as what he... The reason why he's actually about to talk about whatever it is that he's talking about. And he looks up. You can see whatever he's about to say now is what he's actually... isn't planned, predetermined. This is what he's actually been thinking about. And you can tell that he's been thinking about this for a while. Possibly since those guys ambushed us. There, Gideon and them. Okay, okay. And he just sits in front of you. He looks down in his lap for a moment. Then he looks up at everyone. I am a scholar, not a fighter. That is how I've lived for several years now. That's how I lived my whole life, actually. That's how I came into this. That was my thinking when you joined up on that day. But that, I've been using this kind of as a crutch, as an excuse. Whenever I wasn't able to quite do something in time, whenever I had to, whenever we were in trouble and I froze up, I was always able to lay back on that assumption. But lately, it's been holding less and less water. I'm not a scholar. I'm not a fighter. I am a person who acquires knowledge. But at the same time, I can't afford to keep thinking of myself as just one and completely neglect any opportunity or reason to become the other when we've been traveling for so long now and we've gotten into so many situations where combat was the only way out. It's our only escape. It's our only way to fix the problem. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've been feeling less and less useful since the imps, since fought the demon, since we've been traveling around here. I've just been feeling like I've been contributing less and less, because I have been contributing less and less. At the beginning, we're just, tackling on small fries, a few wildcats here, a few little troublesome imps there, but as we've grown and the challenges have grown ahead of us, everyone has stepped up, except me. Every time.
Well, that's not true. You're trying to keep up and you're doing your best to find out what we need to know about creatures. You try to help. I'm not. Without the spirit of Marshall, I wouldn't be doing anything else compared to. I just die over and over again. And
yes, but that's the thing, though. You die, but you die having inspired everyone else to acts of great courage. Ares, you leap heroically into battle, longsword held high, with your Mount Dova at your side, Half Moon Cat. We don't know where you are half the time, but we can guarantee that whatever we're facing will have tasted your blade several times. Every time I have get into a battle, every time I have to mix any of my incendiaries, I always have to second guess myself, because I don't have the reflexes I need. I don't have the training I need to keep up with you. Every time I try to angle my attacks, I'm always wondering how, if I do anything wrong, I'm going to blow us all up. And this something that I can't, doesn't sit right with me. I don't like the fact everyone here can go into these situations and they can prove themselves useful time and time again. And best, all I can do is chuck and hope that the chemicals that I'm tossing around don't end up hurting us more than it hurts whatever we're facing. When Ares was devoured by that thing, I couldn't attack it because I didn't know. I wasn't comfortable dealing damage to him. I couldn't attack the other things because I knew everyone else, you and Dova and Half Moon, were somewhere in there. And if I so much as tossed it the wrong way, I would end up hurting you. I would end up possibly killing you because of my incompetence. I'm telling you this now because I have decided that enough is enough. Too many times I haven't been able to do anything meaningful. Too many times you people have been fighting in battle, contributing. Too many times have you had to save me when I have done nothing for you.
Well,
I
I think you don't appreciate the contributes you did to our party. I don't think you are doing anything wrong. You should have a bit more confidence in yourself. While I was traveling to the kingdom, five river kingdoms, the river kingdoms, yeah, river kingdoms, I didn't felt myself useful at either. But even the fact that you are trying to help, trying to contribute, and are worrying about our lives all the time, it is helpful enough. It shows that you are contributing, and a, a party member as I am, as Cat, a helping cat is, as Ares and Krotos and so on are.
appreciate what you're saying, but everyone in the room knows that that's not true. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine because I've had time to think about this. I have time to consider these things. I have time to evaluate myself. Looks up. I have a duty to you to help more, to keep myself alive, to keep everyone alive. Because none of us can do what we have to do. None of us are going to be able to deal with Damon or find all the pieces of the portent that all of us aren't here. And if I can't even defend myself, how am I supposed to how am I supposed to be someone worth?
Ares is going to speak up, and he's going to say, Alkanda, have you ever played the game chess?
Yes.
Then you know the king is required to be taken to win the game.
Yes.
And you know the king can do hardly any offense, but he can. But he cannot do well like the rook, or the knight, or the queen.
I don't. Where are you going with this?
But you understand that this is true?
Yes, I understand. This is.
Then let me say
is-
to you, you may not be the queen. You may not be able to attack viciously and defeat all of your foes. You may not be the knight able to maneuver and uh, be flexible in your options as he looks at Cathal. You may not be a rook able to move in very defined paths, but always devastating as he looks at Half-Moon Cat. But you have something that we all do not have. You have the intelligence. You may not be able to fight like the rest of us, but with you, we are capable of winning. Now I say this because I have been concerned about what shall happen once we have developed the army that I am trying to create. No one man is important in an army except for the one who leads it. But the one who leads it must have the most trusted advisor. And this is why I have proposed to you. I have come to the conclusion to propose to you that you shall be the tactician. You will give me unfailing aid. You will think of things I would not nearly have thought of. You may not be able to fight zombies and steel yourself against fear. You may not be able to slash away your foes or inspire others, but you will know which is the correct option between two different paths. You will give unfailing advice, and that is what I have come to depend upon you. Never have I ever felt that you have given me wrong information, that you have always given me good information. Now you may continue on, and remember, it is always good to understand your weaknesses.
It is. Thank you. That means a lot to me, actually. You can see him sniffing a bit and rubs at his nose with the back of his hand. Right, as you said, Oz, what I've had to offer you so far is knowledge. But even so, I kind of want to be a little selfish. I want to be able to do more than that. I want to know that even when I've told you everything that I know about whatever it is that we're facing, that I can still contribute, that I can still help everyone keep alive. And that's why I'm going to start training myself. I'm going to find every competent person of my uh, discovered talents. I'm going to learn from them. I intend to be better. I'm telling you this as something I have already decided upon, something that I've been thinking about for a while now. I actually have several ways I intend to do this. So I will, if you'll just, he takes off his haversack, puts it in front of him, he reaches into the main pocket, and he pulls out what looks like a metal tube with a looks like a longer version of that boom tube type of thing that we saw on the boat. As Ares would remember it. I've been working on this in my spare time. Now, it doesn't look like very much right now, but by the time I'm done with it, it should give us another option to land in battle. Essentially, it's the firearm. It is a firearm like similar to the one that the captain of the Sirius used. Except this one should fire at longer ranges, meaning I don't have to be within the thick of battle. I don't have to simply sit by and toss explosive chemicals that may or may not destroy you all. Now, I don't intend to rely solely on this, of course. This is just kind of a backup option, or one of many other options, but at least I know you can rest assured that if we have to get into a battle and there is not a tactical way that I can use my bombs that would not also hurt you, that I don't have to stop. We have other options. You have something to rely on me for still. That said, the best weapon in the hands of a complete novice is about as good as a great bent walking stick, really. So I do intend to take training that will help me to be accurate with this thing, so I don't end up, shooting you instead or something. I've sussed out, obviously, that ranged combat is my strength, if you could even call it that. That's the thing I do best. I realize that's kind of a peasant's way of fighting, but unfortunately, that is the way that I've seen that I can be most effective. You've seen it with my bombs, whenever I can manage to line them up after taking several minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to train my throwing eye and my aiming eyes. I'm going to learn how to, target bodies in the midst of battle. I think I would benefit most greatly from learning from elves, actually. The elven archers are among the best that we have in the inner sea region, Galarian even. That said, I can train under anyone. I can train. Gerard is a competent marksman, isn't he?
Gerard will speak up. Of course I am.
Yes, so, well, I would also like to enlist your help in this. See what you've seen. Have you seen me fight?
No, I have not seen you fight, but I am familiar with what you are holding.
Hmm.
I have seen the others use them.
Great. Well, I have reason to believe that this will help me with my bombs as well. Which, let's be honest, those things are probably the best things in my arsenal right now. I do have a few ideas in the works to make this perhaps as effective, and there might be a way to combine them. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Basically, I just want to tell you this is what I'm doing now. I want to better myself so that I can be of help to myself and to the rest of you as we go forward. So, in light of that, research might be slower, I suppose. I will still do. I will still do my best to find out everything I know, but I will also take out time to improve myself with these things. I just want you guys to know where I'm at, basically. I had the whole speech prepared about how this would increase effectiveness and the formation, the tactical advantages having these kinds of options would give us and such forth, but I've been traveling with you for a while now, and even if I can't tell you everything, I feel as though you deserve to know this much. So, well, there you have it. That's Lors the thing, the skeleton. That's what I'm doing, basically. I just want you to know that.
After you stop talking, Ares will stand up. Fine, I have heard you. If you wish to dishonor yourself with such a weapon, then it is your choice. But I have heard you. And he storms out the room.
Hmm. Well, that could have gone better.
Kratos will speak up. If you want him to come around, we're going to have to show him its usefulness. But even that may not be enough. I am quite certain he's already familiar with its effectiveness. It is a matter of honor to him, but maybe one day he'll come around.
I can only hope. I've been obsessed with this thing for the past week or so now. I mean, even if he doesn't come around, this thing is just really interesting to me. I've never actually built something like this with my hands before. I mean, there were prototypes at university, but never anything like, you know, never anything because I need a real weight behind it. I just, hopefully, I won't make a complete ass of myself, which is where you come in, Gerard, and also hopefully the elves and whoever else I can find who can help my style. Yeah, sorry for
So,
taking all your times. What?
Go ahead, finish.
Sorry for taking all your time. I'll just, he puts the skeleton of the firearm that he presented back into his haversack and puts it back on his back. I'll just let you all get back to sleep and hurry up. Good day of adventuring ahead of us tomorrow. I do actually want to go and check one more time to see if I can find anyone who understands these things.
Okay. As far as that goes, how much longer did you have on building your rifle?
Until 9th level. But at this point, he has a working makeshift, like he has a metal part of it pretty much made. He just has to, now he's just,
So,
what?
if you want it, you could scavenge the firing mechanism.
No, I already have the firing mechanism.
How'd you do that without gunsmithing? Did we talk about that already? I don't remember.
Yeah, I did a check when we were in the woods one time. There's a DC 20 and I got a 20 something. So I was like, yeah, okay.
For the firing mechanism? For
yeah,
what,
because
engineering?
No, it was a craft. It was a naked craft. And because he has the gloves, he had the schematics for the thing, so all he had to do was really just use what was in the kit.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I
Yeah.
forgot you got the gloves. That's why.
Exactly.
Connect all those things together. All right, that's fine. Yeah, you figured out how to make it on your own. You can go ahead and, in order to sell the pistol, it's gonna be like Ares was doing. It's 3d4 to see how long it takes, and then you have to roll a diplomacy, and only you, because you're the only one who can explain how it works, for how much you can get as an offer.
Oh,
What was
it's not a
the
gathering
base price
information.
of it?
20,050.
20,050. So
Yeah.
a normal 50% selling price would be 1025.
Yeah. Well, 10,000. Yeah.
10,025 or 10,250.
10,025 is
Okay.
20,050. So okay, yeah. Shit. I don't think I'm going
So
to be able to do that.
this
This
is
is
the
the best.
25th,
Yeah, okay.
and so this is how we're gonna be. If you want to do it, it's gonna be how long it takes on this day, and then you see how much you can get an offer for in that amount of time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, shit. Do we really have time to do that right now? What do you guys want to do? Do you want to spend another day here? We could just continue on. This is not a big thing to have to
What
do
time
right
is it now?
This is
It's the morning. Ares spent some time doing stuff, so he was testing 2 blacksmiths, so that probably took him about 2 hours. So whenever time Ares got up, or whenever the blacksmith shop opened, about 8 a.m. So it's 10 after that. So you got until 10 before at least Ares can leave.
Well, okay. Let's see. If I do my thing at 10, if I start keep watch at 10, then 6, obedience at 7. I can start to look at 7, and let's see how long it would take. There's 3d4.
Yeah.
Oh god. Are you sure I can't do something else instead of diplomacy?
Nope.
Can I do a diplomacy to gather information?
Nope.
Oh god, this is not going to go well. I mean, okay, considering the dwarves are the best race to understand these things, and High Helm is the capital of dwarves, are you taking that into account?
What's your engineering again?
Knowledge
Your bonus on
engineering.
engineering?
It's 20. What is it? 25? 26?
Your bonus is 26?
Yes.
Alright, I'll give you a +2 to your diplomacy to explain it to someone.
Okay.
And I'll give you another +2 for it being a dwarven town, so you get a +4 total.
The dwarven capital.
Because this is, yeah, I said this is the best, probably the best place.
Oh, jeez, this is going to take 10 hours.
10 hours.
Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Can it be int-based at least?
No, what are you talking about, Inpace? Get out of here. You're trying to speak to people to sell this thing.
Yes, I'm trying to use my intellect to help them to understand. Why? Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay.
That's when you just take a feat that gives you additional traits, and you take an intellect to a charisma skill of your choice, diplomacy.
Yeah, that's a lot to get this.
Hey.
Sell this gun.
Hey,
you don't have to sell it either. This is just an offer.
I mean, that's true. Okay. I'm gonna go pray for guidance at the temple.
Okay.
And that will give me +8 total. Okay. Alright.
+8?
Okay.
Why +8?
Well, yeah. Because +3, then +4, +1. So +8.
What's +3 and 4 and 1? What are you talking about?
+3 base diplomacy, +4 because of the bonuses, because of his knowledge of
And then okay,
engineering.
gotcha. I understand. Go ahead.
Did you get my whisper?
Hey, now.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, let's do this. Oh, let's do this. Oh! God.
Oh, that was it. The 13.
Yeah.
Oh darn.
It's a 19. Wait. Oh, wait. I'm silly. Fuck me. Okay.
A 20.
It's a 20.
A 20 is enough to sell it for half price.
Yes! Okay, so what he's going to do is that's 10,000. 25. He's
10,000
gonna.
gold. Yes.
Okay. He's going to go and he's going to. He's going to sell.
Wait, who did you
his-
channel today, Cathal? That you're using your spirit bonuses?
It's true, I'm currently not a marshal. I didn't channel any spirit on time.
Well, then how are you doing spirit bonuses?
Yeah, I'm not able to. That's the thing. That's true. Fuck.
Can you please just do that, please? For the love of God.
The thing is that then I can't do that thing for Hoffman Cat. Fuck.
Wait, you have to channel the
With that,
hoof.
would need Marshall to aid him.
You need Marshall to aid him, but you need the wizard
for Alpha.
to help Half Moon Cat. So what's it gonna be, Cathal? I mean, you okay? So we got to put your thing on hold here, Alcandor. I'm sorry, because this is gonna make a difference. This is
Okay, that's fine.
Excellent.
That's fine.
We're putting you on hold.
Hey, you can sell that shit tomorrow.
That's fine. I'll just send the letter instead. We're going to keep that. We're going to keep all of that. Okay.
Why? You could roll better
No.
or worse.
Wait, because there's more. Cathal needs more information. So you guys gotta play that out real quick. So that's why we gotta put this on hold, because Cathal may not choose to help Half Moon Cat.
Wait, what?
Just you got. That's all
She
I can
will.
give you for now. So you guys got to. You got to do that part, and then she's got. So essentially, this is going to be happening in the morning before she does her séance. These conversations. Alcandor asking for help and Half Moon Cat asking for help. So Half Moon Cat, you go ahead and ask for help. I guess Alcandor didn't even ask for help, but anyway, we're gonna have to see because it matters.
This is true.
Okay.
Well, I would make sure that it's just Cathal and I. Nobody else is around.
All right.
You don't trust my eyes.
I don't need you yelling at me.
What you stealing today?
It's not me. Cathal's gonna do it.
Well, you see, that doesn't make anything better.
You shush.
Oh my goodness.
I come sit down with Cathal, make sure that there's nobody around. Nobody that can hear us. Good morning.
Good morning, Hoffman. How are you doing?
I got a very interesting letter this morning, and I was seeing if you'd like to help me out, seeing as though you can cast spells.
Well, I'm certainly able to do so in some kind of extent if I get help from a person. What do you need help? If I'm able to ask.
I have a friend that asked me to do something for her, and I failed the first time, and she had asked a second request, and I don't want to fail her again. She's looking for something that's in this town, and she has somebody that's willing to pay handsomely for it. But the thing is This item is as big as me, if not bigger, and weighs a lot. Roughly 3,000 pounds. Do you have any magic that could possibly shrink this item so we can carry it?
I'm certain that the Archmage would be able to find something for it, but it, my current question towards it is, what is that item, and why does she want that to be taken?
Well, you see, I have a friend that is in the market of selling things, and someone came to her asking about this certain artifact. And I look around to make sure nobody's listening, and I whisper, a pickaxe, a giant pickaxe.
Mm,
And this person is paying very handsomely. But the thing is I have no means of carrying such item because of its weight.
So do you want to have help to carry this item?
Well, do you have anything that can, let's say, make it lighter, shrink it in size?
I would be able to, but isn't that stealing? Or is it you just want to acquire it and get it easier to the place?
Well, it's an artifact. It isn't the owner stole it from someone else.
Well, maybe he also just acquired it. It's pretty usual for people to just take the artifacts after they found them.
Well, they might acquired it, so therefore we're trying to acquire it.
Careful things for a moment. The thing is that she's counting goods because of elves, but not of other things.
And in return, I will help you find your route.
Food is not the current problem. I have time as she looked at the body. Well, not that long time as I was used to, but well.
Isn't the route your husband? Don't you want to speak with your husband again?
It's a part of my husband. He had many lives and incarnations. But the thing is that this remembers me a bit of the River Kingdoms again. And the law of you have what you hold, which I was not the greatest fan of, I must say. How much in need are you for the artifact, and how much do you need this gold?
Wait one
Is it
second.
really?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm unsure if it is worth to steal for a friend. Because she gets good paid.
Well, the thing is that
So
this is her second request, and I failed her the first time. I do not want to fail her again.
If she's a friend, she will understand that you're not able to do crimes for her. Or
It's only a crime if you get caught.
she thinks I went. It's something I killed also once. But that was in a situation where I was the person who. It doesn't matter.
Bless you.
Well, just help. Not only this one time. Please make me never steal something like that. And why don't you just buy it for your friend, actually?
So, how long is this taking?
I don't know.
Do
Over
you
a
think
course
it's like
of maybe
7? Do you think it's
Well,
like
so
7
hold
something?
on. So, are you helping Cat or are you helping Alkindor? You gotta choose which spirit you're channeling.
That's why
It's
I'm asking, so that we can
It's
talk.
still currently Alpha Cat. Trying to do something. I'm still not convinced to help her.
So you're gonna help Alkindor?
No, we don't. She doesn't even know, man. That's why I'm asking, because I won't be able to do anything until like past 7. So is it like past 7 yet?
if you help me with this, I will owe you one. And like I said, I will help you get your root back.
I
But it
don't
must stay between you and I.
only just one time. It is already worse things in, well, countries which had awareness of power state, but this is
Okay.
actually a town which I'm friendly to. And from which person do we actually steal it?
I tell you the family's name, and it is in Helm's Keep district. We'll have to sneak in.
Um,
The Stone Wart family.
and that's not. Would I know from my past with an intelligence check about the family? Still
What
remember things about the family, the state, if they
you don't
are
know more
well,
than is around town. Just basic stuff. They're just another noble family.
to the noble family. That's an important one. Work.
But there,
I
do
want.
you show him the note or do you? Because there's, do you show him the note?
I just. I don't know.
Or there's more information on the note than you've given him. So that's what I'm saying. As far as what it is, that might be important to Cathal. Because she will know it when she sees it, or at least the wizard will know it when he sees it.
Well, what? I told her it was a pickaxe. Oh, from what it was used for, or from? Used
Yeah.
by.
Do you tell her that now?
Yeah, you can show her the note. I show her the note. At this point, it's either she's going to help or not.
Okay. What read about? Is that enough to know what the wall keepers are? Do I
Man!
wait? It was one. Fuck. Because I'm currently thinking, damn, these could be the people who keep Zonkathon in shape. Wait.
You know who could help you with remembering that?
It gives you a little bit of information. You, you can look it up, but you really only recognize the name.
I know who you could ask.
I mean, you can look it up, but Cathal can really only recognize the name.
She sighs on this one time because I only
Okay.
recognize it. I don't really know what it is, and I don't think it should be that dangerous to hand over to. Do you know something about the buyer?
Nope, just my friend had requested it, seeing that I'm here. And I wouldn't ask you if I didn't need your help. But how would little old me move something so big?
Okay. Alkindor, since he's helping Half Moon Cat, then that means you only got a 14 on your roll.
Wait,
No,
wait. No!
I'm
You
thinking.
see. Oh, wait, what? Sorry, continue.
Halfmoon. Because I don't want to be involved in all this.
Can I at least, like, try to talk to her? I mean,
Wait, are you trying to... You don't know this is going on. You just... he has to decide now. Cathal...
I want to read. I want a fair, like, I can always try tomorrow, but also I want, like, a reason to make her not do it today. I'm very sorry. I'm very bad.
Careful, wait, the thing is also now, careful. Because I don't want to get involved in all this, as I'm actually familiar to the town. I will just maybe give you the hint. You might be able to buy some scrolls from the market, which will be able to shrink it to the size you need it. Make it even lighter.
So if you were to do it with the scroll, you'd have to buy the scroll. You'd have to use magic device the scroll.
Yes, and that's the
You'd
problem.
you'd have to sneak in. So you'd have to roll, of course, the stealth and the disabled device. So that's 4 checks to do it that way.
Shit.
It would be 375 gold pieces for the scroll.
I don't mind doing it that way. The problem is my use magic device.
I mean, you can. Oh,
I might be able to just. Oh my god, Alphencat is uncharismatic, isn't she?
And also the thing is, with a scroll, that means it'll only be shrunk for 3 days. Is that it's a level 3,
Yeah.
right?
After that cap.
One
I'll
day
just-
per one
Yeah.
day per level.
but after that, she can cast a spell. You see.
And actually, wait, no, the thing is that. I actually go for that. I said that to her. I may be able to help you a little bit with using this ability.
Well,
How so?
if you're gonna use the scroll, you have to go with her, and that means that you have to be invisible somehow.
I don't know. I go trickster. I am giving you people a class. Make them have that as a class skill. Give them a plus
But
1
you-
on it, and then I
Okay.
will give her heroism and bestow insight. So he has a plus 5 and can re-roll the use magic device.
Okay, but you're still
But
that
the
means you're
same-
still not helping Alkindor.
No, he gets also a level plus 1 to it, and his diplomacy as a class skill.
Diplomacy is already a class skill.
And my use magic is a class skill.
Yeah, and I think you get 1 level. I need to look again. Oh no, that's only me getting all the skill levels. Fuck.
Man, come on, man. I mean, to be honest, is anyone else hearing a bad? Is anyone else hearing an echo?
I don't know. Somebody's hot micing. It doesn't matter. Keep going.
Right. Okay. So I can really Look, can we just say these are the results of a check for the day after? And then let
No.
them do what they want. Come on. Come
No.
on. Come on.
No. You gotta make decisions. So
Okay, wait.
you rolled a 14 for.
Hold
what
on,
was it?
hold on, wait. Capital.
How much time?
What's the caster
That's
level
It's
of
10
the
hours. 3. It's the minimum level to cast a spell.
It's 7 for wizard thing to cast it. 5.
Oh,
5.
six.
It's 5. It's 5.
It's 5.
25. You need to roll. And you can once re-roll because of the ability I gave you. Would give you.
Can she give this ability to everyone?
The trickster is not better. If you're gonna help him, you might as well do the mage, because you can do invisibility and shrink item on your own, and you don't have to roll UMD.
She doesn't want to be involved herself.
Oh.
Physically.
Well, how is the
Because-
trickster gonna help then?
I give her +6 in total to her magic device.
Wait, can she give this?
Well, what's your use magic device right now, Halfman Cat?
10.
So that could be
+6.
16. So you could take
And
10 on it.
You can't take 10 on
Yes.
UMD.
Oh yeah, you can't because you can fail.
Question.
But that means she has a +6 on it and can once
There's an
re-roll.
800
It's
gold
more-
item that makes your next UMD a 25.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but this one that costs like 800 gold or something. Part of
That's where I started
elimination.
with my stuff.
I don't know. I think. Oh yeah. I guess if you don't want to be involved, that's the way to do it. But you're
would
still
give-
involved, so you might as well just do it yourself with the mage, because that means there's no checks at all.
Man, do you want me to sell this fucking gun or not?
I would say I give you the trickster because he's not physically involved. She knows
All
that
right,
he is.
that's your decision then. So that means you got to do all those checks. Halfman Cat.
What is that device?
And you haven't told.
What device?
That
the thing
Alexander
you're getting?
was talking about.
What are you talking about? What do you mean specifically?
The UMD up to 25.
Oh no, that was
Oh,
air.
Ares mentioned that. Yeah.
That was a dust of emulation. Oh, emulation? Yeah, so it's dust of emulation. It's 800 gold.
Yep, and done with gold.
Wait, so like, question. Oh, sorry.
Wait,
Can you only give that bonus to one person? Because if you can give it to both of us, then oh, you're using the spell.
one spell,
Yeah.
2 spells, and one is a +1 thing, which gives
All right. So you've decided you're helping Halfman Cat, which means I can wrap up Alkinder's thing real quick. Which means since you only rolled 14, you did not find a buyer.
Could you give me like 2 minutes?
What are you gonna do? You're gonna.
he has a
What do
+1 on just diplomacy, if that helps.
No.
Oh, you gave him the +1,
Yes.
so he has a 15.
Yes.
So your diplomacy would have been a 15, which means you would be able to find a buyer, but it would only be at for 5,000 gold.
Motherfucker. Is there? Oh god.
So you spent 10 hours and one person offered you 5,000 gold.
You know what? Let's try again tomorrow.
You're gonna spend another day here?
Oh, dude! I don't give a fuck, man. I have a very specific way that I need to use gold that I'm not getting ripped off. This thing's worth 20,000 gold.
Jeez.
Well, it's up to Cathal because she didn't give you that spirit bonus. She
I mean,
decided
you
to help
can-
Halfman Cat.
I mean, you can just, if you're not giving me the spirit bonus, oh well, you gave the reason why you didn't want to do it, so never mind.
Alright, I'm just messing with you, Cathal. You don't have to. Alright, so that takes him all day.
Okay, but
Half Moon Cat, you're gonna have to do your checks at night. So that means Ares and Cathal have the rest of the day here.
I would
And Half Moon
also,
does too.
I also like to say, wait, shit.
A whole nother
We
day?
have an actual.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
so
gonna
sorry.
spend today here. You've already spent till 10 o'clock to hire the blacksmith and the other guys. Oh wait, no. How long? We didn't roll for how long it took you to hire those guys. Roll a d4.
1d4?
No, I'm talking to Ares. So it took you 3 hours. So Ares, you are till 1 o'clock.
I thought
Ah.
this day was spent because I did everything.
That was part of this day. So
All right,
you
so I
no,
get
I'm
to
telling.
go. I get to go heal.
Oh
again.
yeah, and you already did healing. No, this is that. Yeah, okay, sorry. That's the day you did healing too. So, yeah. Then that day spent for you. Okay. So Cathal would have more of the day, and Half Moon Cat would have more of the day.
Kevin has not really something she can do. She would just say that heaven and yeah.
Okay, can I talk to her about helping me to find people to do things? Because
Yes, you certainly can because I'm not doing anything.
She can aid you.
Yeah.
Cathal, can you make that scroll?
I'm not able to scribe, and you would then even need to learn to read specific. Which is.
No, you gotta buy it.
Okay. Well, I head
Cathal.
off to go buy it.
Oh wait, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, since I made no progress anyway, I'm going to go buy a fucking wand of inflict light wounds. Just goddamn it, I need to keep myself alive. And then I will go and I will talk to Cathal about the thing.
Well, Cathal could, like I said, since Cathal's doing nothing, you could ask her to aid you in your diplomacy check, so you could get a +2 to that 15 to give you
17. Oh my goodness, what would that give us?
Are you doing it?
I mean, we're spending the time anyway. Why not?
So I think Cathal auto passes the aid.
Yes.
Oh wow, barely. Well, not barely, but
You mean
she rolled
barely.
a 5. She still rolled a 5. All right. So you would have a 17, which means the best offer you would get today in that 10 hours, which would also mean Cathal spending the 10 hours, is what would I say? 5,000 was original.
Yes.
Yeah, 7,000.
Actually, you know what? Can we boost my diplomacy before we do this shit?
He did. That was the +1, I thought.
No. I'm going to try to boost my diplomacy with, like, a potion or something.
Not after you already know the DCs.
I don't know the
I'm giving
DCs?
You essentially do at this point. I gave you Cathal's bonus 2 already. But you're not getting better than that for today.
You won't need to sell the scepter or the thing here, but if you want to, so that you can have the money, then you need to do it. Because I want to leave tomorrow.
Actually, wait. What about the spellbook? The spellbook is like 3,000. Oh god. The spellbook is 3,000.
That depends on who's selling it.
What the fuck? Man, it's different when it's a firearm, but it's a spell book. Everyone knows what a spell book is. Come on.
No, but still, or depends on who you sell it to in town.
Sell it to the wizard person. Because I can't sell it to the alchemist, because the alchemist won't get any use out of it. I mean, we could get some use out of it, but not enough. Where the fuck was the money gone?
Why are you linking heroism? We know you cast heroism.
So can
So
she
Half
cast
Moon
it 2 times per day? No.
No, I must.
Well,
I said they have only 2 casts, 2 level 2 spells per day.
so if you're trying to sell the spell book, yeah, you could sell it for half.
Good shit.
Wait, how much did you say it was worth?
Let me check. Wait, no. That's how much selling the spellbook is worth in total, not like, wait, right? Hold on. Let me find it again.
All right, Half Moon. What checks did I say you had to do? You had to do a stealth. You had to do a disable. You had to do UMD, and there was one more.
You said 4, but those are the only 3 I remember.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Disable.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's stealth disable the UMD. Inside of hand, maybe.
No, not really. Not if he's stealth.
Apple Cat is a female.
There was something else. God damn it! You're not getting away with this.
Got to sneak in. You got to disable it. You got to use the UMD to shrink it.
Why did I say 4 then? What the hell was I thinking? Alright, well I guess do those then. If you're ready.
Well, do I have to role play trying to buy it?
Trying to buy the scroll? No, you just buy the scroll. You'll be going to the alchemist. The alchemist is the magic person, essentially. And she's regular prices right now.
Okay, and I'm going to ask her if she has any magical items that can help with my magic device using for this scroll.
What are you asking for? Don't make me offer
The dust.
something. You
The dust.
Alright, yeah, then that stuff. Sure. She has it.
I would like to purchase both.
Alright, 100. So what was it? 375 and 800?
Yeah, yep. 1175.
Alright.
All right, put that on my.
So now you don't even need her thing. You don't need her Cathal's help if you get that thing for 800 gold. So if you don't need Cathal's help, then that means Cathal can use the Spirit bonus and her thing. So that would mean you got 22 on the DC. If that's what's happening, are you? Since
Please.
I guess Half Moon is spending the gold.
Yep, it's a guarantee. I'll pass the thing then.
You can guarantee the pass on the UMD.
Yes.
But you're not guaranteed to pass your stealth or your disable. So, are you helping? Are you still helping Half Moon? Because this kind of changes things. If
she's not if she's not going to do it physically, then I don't need her help.
All right. Well, we'll assume that Cathal told you about the dust and not Harry's. So
I would have told her about that also.
Okay.
That help is not enough because I know the duster.
So then you could Spirit Surge. So A, you're the whoever today that does the spirit surge instead of the trickster.
Marshall.
Marshall.
Yeah. So no heroism because he didn't cast the spell.
I mean, that's still a
So-
20, so I don't.
No, but he gave you 20. Oh, did you include that? I thought you originally had a 14.
Yeah, the Spirit Surge would have gone into 20.
Yeah, the spirit surge got it to 20, and then aid would give you 22.
Yes.
So 22, you would get an offer for 12,000 gold.
Oh, mother of God. Okay. I mean, shit. Let's go. Let's buy it then. I mean, let's sell it then. God damn.
So you sold the pistol for 12,000 gold.
Yes, and I'm going to immediately take Castle to the magic district. I'm going to buy a belt of what's it called? Mighty Constitution.
Not Mighty Constitution. No.
Belt of something Constitution. Oh God, I have to put this on my sheet. Wait,
It's Mighty Constitution. Actually.
man,
How
don't
much
confuse
is it?
me. This belt's Mighty Constitution. So I'm going to buy that first and foremost. Okay.
How
And
much
I'm
is
going-
it?
It's 4,000. For the +2 version, which is always what we're buying.
So you have 8,000 left?
Well, yeah, I'm going to. Is she going to accept the belt? Because I have a plan for that as well. If she doesn't take it, it's going. To,
Who are you giving the belt to?
he's going to buy the belt, and he's going to turn to Catherine. He's going to select here.
Yes.
You're giving the belt to Cathal.
Yes.
Okay. I get it. Okay.
She just doesn't know it's you're going to
Okay. Yeah. You see, as you reject the thing, you can see his face turn like flatten. Then he has like a very weird look. Like it looks like determination. Which is very strange on him. And he's like, Castle, do you consider me an ally? This is a yes or no question. Do you consider me an ally or not?
You think so? I would say yes. One of the allies which I preferred from my life of an adventurer.
Okay. That's good. Because I consider you an ally. And as allies, we have basic responsibility to help each other if and when we can. Now, okay, correct me if I'm wrong here, but of the 4, 5, 6 of us, who has fallen down the most times in combat? Who's that? Who's that again?
You guys-
Damn, bro.
That might be me.
Exactly. You see, because you do things. The only reason why it wasn't me is because you were there in front of me, for which I am eternally grateful. Let me tell you something, Catherine. You are a very important member of this group. Puts his hands on her shoulders. We need you to stay alive. We need you to be safe. Okay? And that is what this is for. He holds up the belt. Don't think of it as a gift. Think of it as a means to fulfilling your responsibility to the rest of us to stay on your feet. Because that is something you owe to us as long as you travel and fight with us. If nothing else, assume I'm being completely selfish, and this is just a way of ensuring another layer of safety between myself and our enemies. Can you do that for me?
I don't feel comfortable with it.
Catho?
I think, well, this might be for the best. And I understand your reason. I
He
see
nods.
look at the crowd.
Good. Take the belt. Go and wear it. Tell me how it fits. We can. I mean, it should fit you because it's magical, but you know. All right. Thank you very much. This is a good talk. Good talk. He pats her shoulders.
He seems to be defeated.
Alright, Half Moon Kate. Looks like everybody else but you has finished their business here.
Actually, while we're still here, I kind of want to buy other things.
Oh. I'll type out what you want to buy. Turno, you there?
Talking to me?
Yes, it's your turn.
Well, I wait till night. Then I
I-
go sneaking
Clearly.
in.
I need to find a way to get my charisma modifier fucking high so I can make the demon fail his will save, which is probably never gonna happen.
How?
It's important. It's gonna be hilarious to see a demon run in fear from me.
Yeah, that sounds funny.
So, you wait till night,
I wait till
and you
night.
sneak into the district.
Yes. I'm looking for a female, if I can. A female like my height and size. Do I see anybody like that?
You're a half-elf. You're going to be taller than any of the dwarves around here.
Um, I'm going to use my stalker's mask. This is good for
Okay.
1 hour. I'm just picking somebody, any creature, of basic size and shape within 60
All
feet
right.
of me. And I'm going to use that so if anybody sees me, I'm taking its appearance for 1 hour.
Alright, gotcha. So you're going to look like a normal, everyday female dwarf walking around the street at night.
Yeah, and when I go into stealth, if somebody sees me, that's what they're going to see.
They're going to see a dwarf going into stealth.
Bingo. All right, you want me to start rolling?
Yep, let's roll them ones.
Fuck you, 20s, baby. Stealth first.
Stealth first.
And before he rolls ones.
Here comes my 20.
Oh shit!
Alright,
Close.
now your UMD. I mean, sorry, not your UMD. You auto pass that. Your disable.
20!
Yeah, no, not 20.
Close.
Close. A 31 and a 41. One moment. Alright. You are able to successfully sneak in. Oh, that's. Give me a perception too, because you gotta find the house.
Her perception, really?
All right, this is my 20.
Please.
Close.
I mean-
That's not close. So.
Does anyone else have
24
anywhere
perception.
near an 18 perception?
That is, yes, that is enough to find the place. You are able to sneak up there unnoticed, and you're able to get into the house. You get into the house, you find your way down to their trophy room, in essence, and you see this massive pick sitting in the center as the centerpiece of their trophy room.
Well, once I use the scroll, put it in my pocket, in my bag.
So you're gonna use the dust to
Use the dust
give
on.
you-
Yeah.
give you a 25 on your UMD, and use the UMD to use the scroll. All right, and that that shrinks it down to a tiny piece. You know, it's like maybe your thumb in size. And that's gonna last for how long?
3
How
days.
many days? 3 days? It's about level 3, yeah. So 3 days.
No, it don't last for 5 days. This is a level 3 spell, so it'd be a level 5 caster.
No, yeah, that's what we said earlier. So 5 days. You got some time to deliver it. All right, you get out and you're good to go.
Alrighty, I go back to the inn and listen to the bard sing.
Well, yeah, Priscilla asks, so we're spending another night here, huh?
And we're leaving first thing in the morning.
Well,
Yes.
that's
Says
all well
Kratos.
and good. But he looks at Cathal and Priscilla looks at Cathal and Half Moon. She says, well, if we're gonna be traveling together, why don't we should learn all sing together? We might as well make you guys a little bit extra coin as we go along.
Oh, hey, right. While you do that, I just remembered something I have to do. He runs out.
Coward.
Me
something
sing?
else?
Ha ha ha! Silly.
You have something else to do in Highhelm?
I'm sending the letter. Actually, shit. He comes
I thought
back.
you sent the letter during the day.
Oh, yeah, that's true. In which case, he would have asked exactly what the plan was. We're just going to do what we discussed in the Discord, right?
You guys are going to Idara?
Yadara.
Wait, what? Really?
Well,
Close.
after Torum, right?
I thought
Well, you're
we
going
were
to Torum.
I
He's
thought
not
we were
very
going.
good singer.
No, Crotus isn't a very good singer. Okay, so we'll talk about that in a second. But
Okay.
with Priscilla, she asked to hear you two sing before before she gets it going. So Half Moon Cat and Cathal roll a perform.
Paul says, yeah, I'm also better at to sing, but then I just need to do such things, so that's only as much as I can do without anything.
Why? How are you only rolling a 20? Didn't you like stack all this shit on it before around this trying to sing for the siren? How come you can only roll a 20 now?
I didn't put everything in, I can also do that, plus I didn't put heroism. Oh wait, I just
Anyway,
use everything. I
anyway.
just use everything, wait.
Yeah. Well, she'll hear you both singing, and she'll look at Cathal, and at first she'll have a smile on your face, but then she'll see that you are a half orc, and then she'll go over and Half Moon Cat, and at first she'll have a smile on her face, and then she'll start hearing her sing, and then she'll start frowning slowly over time. And she's like, well, here's what we do. Half Moon Cat, you just stand in front and mouth the words, and
Jesus Christ.
Cathal, you stand in back and sing as beautifully as you do, but just try not to let too many people see you.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, I'm just trying to make sure we can make enough money, and with your beautiful voice, Cathal, we can definitely make money. But if they see your face, we won't make as much money. Just trust me on these things.
I understand.
Kratos says, I'm not really a singer.
Chris rolls a 5. Goddamn. You strained your vocal cords on that one. Alright, so is that going to wrap up your evening here at Highhelm? Leaving in the
Yeah.
morning via
Sure.
flying chariot?
Okay.
All right, where are we going?
Yadara.
You got to go to Torum's Forest. Tell them about Torum's Forest. All I really remember that's important to you guys is that it moves.
Huh?
And where the hell is that? Where's that forest?
It's. Well, should tell you. Before we head there, we will go to a part of Kionan, which is the spiritual homeland to elves. So, a little country which is filled with these people. And, well, Torum it lives close to Yadara, the capital, the city where Taldina and Desiril lives currently, and is filled with elves. But he lives a bit in the east of it, and Torum himself is what I would consider, and what he is actually, in Treant, which comes from the first world, so the world of the Fae, and was my master, and told me and taught me everything which I needed to know before I started adventuring. And meeting up with him could be useful as he is, well, with his age, he's quite an intelligent creature, or became one of the most wisdomful creatures I ever met, and most likely will ever meet. And he was also the master of my husband at the same time. But the forest itself, we should be careful as we head there because there are some demons around, as this is
Fuck.
through Tree Razor's territory. It was once. But they shouldn't go too much far outside of their swamps. Just could happen.
Okay.
Why are we going there? Why are we going that way?
I thought we had a safer route in mind.
Suddenly, with the mention of demons,
Wait. Sorry. The safer route is, yes, you're gonna go toward. Sorry, hold on. Let me look at the map. You're gonna go from High Helm toward Wood's Edge. You said you didn't want to actually go into Wood's Edge, so you're gonna camp near Wood's Edge,
Yes.
and then you can go from that camp to Torum's forest. So you don't actually have to go through the swamp, but Torum's forest has its own unique challenges.
we're not going to Wood's Edge? Why don't we go into Wood Edge?
Because that is the land of rebellion, and we do not need people rebelling at us right now.
Hey, how do you say that town? Curse? Kerse?
Curse, Kerse.
That's an
Yes.
opportunity for money and an opportunity for recruiting.
We should go to Curse so you can get more recruits, and there should be a library there, and that's on the
I like
way
it.
to Green Gold.
Let's do that.
What's the name? Okay, yeah, you do that. Oh, can we? Okay.
You could get to Curse in a day, pulling your wagon.
Okay, that's cool. Question. What's the name of the person who runs mail? I mean, who takes mail and runs with it? It's a runner, right?
Courier.
Courier. Okay.
I know English is such a fucking weird
Pony
language.
Express.
I thought you sent a letter out yesterday by pigeon like normal.
Well, yeah, but I have to edit in the things that he would write now that he knows where they're going for certain. Otherwise, he would be able to send a reply unless she's tracking him, which would be kind of weird.
Stalker.
So we're going to Wood's Edge? We're going into Wood's Edge, or we're going to...
No, we're going to Curse.
We're gonna curse. We're going to curse, everybody!
Damn it! I didn't make Curse. You guys, fucking of course. You're gonna do
Excuse
it
me,
for the last
excuse
thing.
me. You're the one that are making us go to Curse.
No, well,
Oh,
you guys
yes.
told me you were going to Iadara today, so I was not prepared for you to go to Curse today. God damn
Can't
it!
we
See,
just
this is
go to fucking Wood's Edge? That's the easy... We
No.
can circle round.
No!
No, I
We
need to
need
get
to
to
go-
Curse as soon as possible.
Why?
Half Moon Cat has convinced Aries we're going to curse.
Fucking... God damn it.
They should have a library there.
I mean, yeah, okay, but
And that is where you shine, my friend.
Hey,
You
hey,
shine.
what's your intelligence modifier, Half Moon Cat?
It is a capital.
+2.
Alright, I want you to do an intelligence check.
Wait 1 second.
Curse is a capital.
okay, so we're going to curse Grigold, Ayadara, and then we're going to circle back towards the Mushfend because we do realize the Lich is probably going to regenerate there, right? I would have mentioned this in the morning.
Here's your roll.
Yeah. You definitely know if you give some people some paper cuts, some pretty deep ones, you can help us increase our gold flow from healing.
Do I get to see a percentage of this?
What was this?
Oh my god.
Are you actually, as a lawful good creature, suggesting that
I
Half
am
Moon Cat
not
should
suggesting.
go out? And...
I am not suggesting. She just knows that Krotos can channel energy which does not take part of his lay on hands.
Oh, that's terrible.
And just run around daggering everybody in the back of the leg.
That would change your alignment.
Oh well.
No, that would change Half Moon Cat's alignment.
I'm fine with that. Everybody
Are
deserves
you?
it, those rat bastards.
You're neutral currently? Are you neutral straight?
Yeah, true neutral.
It's fucking neutral evil now, dude.
Hey, it'll fit the everybody's out to get me.
She's been doing so dodgily these last few
That's terrible.
days.
That's terrible.
Oh yes, also I have a plus 16 to escape artists, and like all of my knowledge is just went up by 2. That's good.
From what now?
From the headband that I bought.
Oh,
that I put in the
you
chat.
I didn't get to read that yet. Hold on, sorry. Headband of intellect, mithril shirt. Hold on. So the mithril shirt is gonna cost you.
I already have the mithril shirt. I'm just enchanting it,
Oh, you're chanting. Okay.
and enchanting my buckler and getting.
So
the
how much
ring.
did you spend on all that?
Exactly 8,000.
Okay. So you weren't sharing that money with anybody. I guess that was all your wealth by level anyway.
Yeah. So now I'm.
Oh, I guess you
caught up.
did share that money. You bought Cathal a belt. What am I talking about? You were so kind, and I'm poo-pooing all over you.
It's fine. When we sell the spell book, everyone else can get the money. I already have pretty much what I need for a while. So
What I say you sold? What was the spellbook worth? What did you say the spellbook worth?
I think it was.
I
We'd have to
you guys
recalculate it.
cheat
Yeah, no, we did the calculation, but I can't remember it. I think it's actually in the chat, but I can't remember it. But I'll do the calculation as we're going out, and then I'll give you a number.
Alright, so we made it to Curse. Hooray!
So you're going to curse then? Hold on, let me check the map.
Okay. Now Aaron has the complete part letter. Holy shit. What?
So in the letter you tell her you're going to curse then?
I mean, I gave her all of the places that we're likely to hit going forward now. So, Curse, Greek Gold, Iadara.
Well, then how the hell would she
back.
know where to send the letter?
If she's using a courier, and you're just like, what? Dude, come on.
No, she uses pigeons like you.
Oh shit, okay, then Curse. I would, oh god.
So you tell her
okay.
curse. Alright.
Okay, let me edit that again.
The problem is, Curse is a capital city, and usually I at least like to have capital cities, but I don't have Curse available for you. So this one is going to be, again, Theater of the Mind.
We're at a Canaret looking city. Woohoo!
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just use Canaret real quick.
You just want me to reuse the old city?
Yeah, you can come up with a new one if you want later. Just I want you to mind it.
Don't think that anyway. No good maps, of course.
Alright. The caravan is on its way here. It'll arrive when?
Oh, I didn't work that out yet. You worked that out. How much were you guys traveling in a day with your horse and carriage?
64. Wait.
No, before it could fly.
Oh, I see.
I think carriages are 48 miles a day.
I think we were doing like 40 anyway. Oh, sorry, we're not there yet. We gotta actually get there. I made this map to do that.
Priscilla's so happy. Dova doesn't like it.
Are we flying?
Yes.
Curse, yeah.
Gerard's not here. Get out of here.
Oh,
Gerard's
shit.
on Alkinder's
No.
wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's driving
No.
the wagon.
No, he's not.
What do you mean no?
He's totally not. He's with the caravan that I've created.
Oh yeah, he's not here. Okay, sorry.
Oh, okay. Shit, man, you really just don't want him around at all.
Oh fuck Gerard! Nobody likes Gerard apparently. Aries.
I mean, look, I want
Back
to
of the
train
bus.
with him, but apparently, hey man,
Hey,
extended him
hey.
hand.
That is not a fully grown army yet. All right. It needs all the protection it can get. Gerard is actually really damn good at combat.
Yeah. Well,
He's a
that's
min-max.
totally
He's a min-max ranger. Okay.
Is he
true.
actually?
But you never want to use them.
I wanted to train with him, the bastard.
Oh yeah, you can't train with him when he's with the troop.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, yeah, it would take 2 days for the troop to get to Curse.
Well, if you want it that badly, you could train with him for 2 days.
Yes.
But then the
Um,
party would lose 2 days.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Lose another day.
So, we're on the clock. We can't.
Yeah, and you wouldn't just want to develop your negative level away from a temple now, would you?
We really wouldn't be
shit.
missing 2 days. Because it takes us a day to get there. And then we spend a day at the town. That gives them 2 days to get to us. Just means that they
But-
won't be able to rest once they get to the town.
Alkinder needs the research. He needs all the time he can to research.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck. Everything.
Your little side project, you can do, but your main thing is your brain. We use you for your brain.
That's all you're good for is your brain, Alkinder.
Jesus.
No,
Savage.
that's your part of the job.
So do you guys say anything during your day's worth of travel through the skies?
I want a wand of restoration.
Oh, you said you bought... Alkinder said you bought a wand of inflict, right?
Yeah.
No, I bought a wand of inflict for myself because
Yeah, where?
otherwise,
Did you... you didn't include that in the stuff you bought on that list, right? Where did you...
He did. After that, also want of inflict ones.
yes.
So,
Oh, there it is. Got it. Alright, good. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure you got it.
Don't worry, I'm keeping track of it on my sheet.
What do you mean recast? Recast what?
I'm talking to Cathal.
Oh,
he will use it on it.
recast what?
Shrink item.
item.
Why? You have 5 days.
Yeah, and a day's gone by. When we get to the town, he'll recast it and make it 8 days.
She.
And I don't think it works like that. I don't think it stacks like that.
We'll just
It's
refresh
just
it.
No.
gonna take the higher
fi-
spell.
Yeah, the 5 will disappear, and her 8 levels will become the new spell.
I feel
Not
like we could
adding
just,
them both together.
we could
Alright,
just
so-
wait.
We travel for 8 hours. We left at 8 o'clock. We arrive at 4 p.m.
Okay.
All right. Kratos and Ares know exactly what to do. Inquire about the laws of the land. So let's go talk to City Guard Man and ask him about the laws of healing in this land.
Oh, jeez.
Actually, can I just use
Maybe
like,
that was just a freaking High Helm thing because they had a monopoly there.
So you go to the guard, and he will inform you that it is up to the Healers Guild.
Guess
I'm
I
going
gotta
to
go
say
make
hi to
myself prominent.
Jeremiah.
I'm gonna have to,
shut
make
in?
myself,
What the fuck?
I'm gonna have to go make myself a member of the Healers Guild.
This is Jeremiah's not here.
Sure he is. I
Instead-
found them.
Don't
No,
be
he's not
silly.
here. This is not. This is Curse,
Yeah.
not Canterite.
Now you see, I was prepared for Cathal to do the Yadara shit, and I was going to do Genderhome, so I didn't actually prepare notes for Curse.
And
So-
Jeremiah looking person can totally be the lord of this area. Totally. Everything works. But let's go talk to the Sealer Guild. Make ourselves a member.
To the what guild?
We're going to the Healers Guild and find out what benefits we get for being a member.
You assume, of course, you can do that.
Well, they tell you if you want to join the temple, you can heal for them.
There's no benefits.
Well, the money goes to the temple.
All right. Well, is there a fee for being a part of the Healers Guild?
No, you just have to be a member of the temple.
Okay. Is there a fee to be a member of the temple?
None at all, but the only thing is you got to give the money you charge for healing to the temple.
Just think that is one of the richest countries in Bulgarian.
That is just not gonna work for my needs. Guess I'll have to do the shady. Hey, you want to buy some healing?
But that is against the law, so you gotta
Yeah,
reconcile that with
I'll
your.
just have to
with,
be outside.
Yeah,
There
go
you
to
go.
the inn outside.
I'll have to abide by their laws and heal, not in the city.
Okay.
These
That's
people
great.
are so. Ugh. Don't forget to give them paper cuts and spread the rumor around, alright? Hey, I know this guy,
Jeez.
he'll heal you.
Terrible.
Wow.
Do people look
Alright.
fatigued here?
They do.
Damn.
Your contact.
Well, I go to Cathal first and ask her if she can. I open up the bag and ask her if she can recast on this object.
She will just do it.
So
So-
you're channeling as the wizard right now?
Yes.
Today?
Yes. I close my eyes and just turn into a bag and yeah, make it be like, small for 8 days instead of 2, 3.
Right, so while that's happening, I'm going to go buy some dark wood,
Okay. Go buy your darkwood.
and then I'm going to go to the library if I can. Is there any problem with me doing that?
No. You're gonna actually get a letter today too, but I'll show it to you in a second. Half Moon Cat, you
Yep.
go to the house that actually roll a local check.
Dova found a lot of food today.
Oh. You're gonna have to do something to find
Well,
where your contact is.
what I would have done was go to the inn. I would figure that the person's staying in the inn.
Okay, what are you gonna do at the end?
Well, I'm assuming that the person that's waiting for me knows who I am and or has a description of me.
But they not have. Oh,
How much
Well, you go into the inn, but nobody approaches you.
How much do you suppose 8 days of meat would be worth?
Of what?
You're really trying to make that. He has to make that money.
I gotta make money. I got a hole that's dripping gold out of my wallet.
8 days of what?
8 days worth of 8 medium creatures worth of meat rations.
You're using Dova to
Go
make
fish.
food for your army.
8 medium creatures is just is 4 gold.
All right,
For
4
one-
gold. Good job, Dova. You just keep on doing what you do.
Jesus. Okay. Let me while we're doing that, find the
So you don't know where to go. You can ask around town now. The information you have is what's in the note.
Also, Aaron, can I look at the alabaster potion? I mean the vial.
That was me being outside the gate saying, hey, you want some healing?
Let's go one thing at a time here. Half Moon Cat.
Go ahead.
You don't know where the contact is with your local check. You have to do something else to try to find him. All you know is what is in the note.
All right, let me read the note again. I don't think it has anything on that person.
You know who you can always ask to help?
Mm.
Dova.
Oh,
Mary's, you spend 6 hours and you do 10 of the lay on hands.
These people. Ten.
Yes, 10.
All right.
Because you're outside of city.
Oh my god, I just think about the technically I could with careful speak with that for people. Do the medium way of earning money.
That's weird.
Because who doesn't want to speak with their dad? With their dead father or whatever.
okay. While you guys are making money, I'm going to be doing the research.
I don't do that. Because
Ah,
careful
come on.
Careful is not neutral light.
But you chaotic good though. You know you need to fund that justice.
And he would do that for free for people instead of making them pay for it.
Man,
Yeah, careful is too good a line.
So, Alkindar, you were doing something?
oh shit, I got a letter. When does he get this letter?
You'd probably get it about in the middle of the day.
Will someone just burst into the library like, fuck you?
Oh yeah, I guess it would be delivered to the inn in the middle of the day. So you
Yeah,
would
okay,
get it
so in the night.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do today, the research we're going to do today is we're going to look for the portent today.
Alright. It's a capital city.
So does that give us a check? I mean, bonus?
Yeah, that gives you a bonus.
How
Look
much
at
is
the
the
look at the handout, for crying out loud.
Oh yeah, okay, sorry.
Oh, I guess it doesn't say on the handout. Sorry, my
It
bad.
doesn't say anything.
Alright. So yeah, you get a +3 for being in a capital library.
+2 for Tears to Wine. +4 for Cognatogen. I guess I could pray, but I feel like that's overkill, so let's just do this and then use investigative mind to see how well we do. Okay, so 54.
Why'd you roll twice?
Because investigative mind, I
Oh,
can roll
okay.
twice and take the high result.
Alright, so that will give you one more research point. Since you aren't in one of the special libraries, it would only give you
Yes.
one.
I mean, I'll do it anyway.
So you now have 10 research points. So where are we again? Curse?
Yeah, curse.
Alright, so I just updated it. Well, not enough yet though, because as you search through the libraries of Curse, you begin to put together all the pieces of the puzzle. And you unlock the third verse of the Portent of Fire Mountain.
I am the master of unlocking.
Yes. If only you were helping Half Moon Cat unlock the door.
I mean, I'm not that much of a master of unlocking, to be honest.
He's doing his part.
Wait, shit, that puts us at chapter 3, doesn't it?
Chapter 3.
Are you oh god damn it. Okay. This is fine. Awesome. It's great. Okay,
Alright,
so we have three
so
things. Cool.
the Portent of Fire Mountain, starting from the beginning. The first verse you know, the second verse you learned from Dante and from a little bit of research, and the third verse Alkindar just unlocked today. It goes as such. Flames lick the sky as tongues. Jagged teeth spew Yamitsumi's black lungs. Ancient evil from Kasix erupts. On the city from hence he sups. World's fate and time's sands on the shoulders of Ar'vahl brutally lands. Unhinged the city from within, comes world's salvation and its sin. Behind the eyes of those we hail, is how he smuggles across the veil. Together they fight, together they freed, brought unto the world epidemic and seed. Return to the source they must, remove that which made mistrust, re-enter the lair of the one whose foul magics blocked out the sun. It is in there they must find, and sever the link to his mind.
Delay!
Well, we accomplished remove that which made mistrust. That was the dragon.
True.
Winners!
Okay, so if I'm calculating this correctly, the spellbook should be worth this. So okay, so now we
Well, this isn't Canterate. In Curse, I don't have any information about. I don't have any of that shit set up for Curse. God damn you! So
I mean we don't have to. I'm just saying that's how much
you're
it's
not.
worth.
You can sell it for 40%, not 50.
Oh jeez. I think we have to consult with everyone, but okay. I have a third verse of the portent, so I think I'm still stuck there for 8 hours. So I'll come out after 8 hours. What is everyone else doing?
I'm spreading rumors from the people who are buying my healing to tell other people. Hey, This was good stuff. You should tell your friends.
Hey, you said you were going outside, correct?
Yeah, I'm outside.
All right. Whenever I walk by someone that looks fatigued, I tell them to go outside and find a healer. He's giving special rates.
Roll to assist.
And what roll am I rolling?
Diplomacy. You do not assist.
That's it. We're gonna have to craft like 1,000 different notes, and he's gonna just slide a hand. Hey, I see you have a note there. You should probably listen to that.
Yeah,
What's it, one of those
So
chain
gotta
letters?
roll. You gotta do something to find out where your contact is.
I'm going to sit there for a little while. Nobody comes to approach. I'm going to go to the barkeep.
I'm serious. Make use of Dova. She know everything.
you know she do.
I go up to the barkeep. Are they serving food?
Yep.
I order some food. And I start a small chit chat with the bartender.
Well, what do you say?
I just start talking about how I'm homesick, from Dwimmerstar, and if he knows anybody that lives here or is visiting here from Dwimmerstar, or anybody that's going to Dwimmerstar.
Roll diplomacy.
Ah, damn it! What are you and this damn diplomacy?
That's normal.
Fucking diplomacy ass bullshit.
There you go, natural 20.
He says, you're asking him if he knows anyone from Dreamerstar?
Yeah, or if any newcomers are from Dwimmerstar. I want to hear stuff that's going on, news from
Says,
Dwimmerstar.
I know someone from Dreamerstar. We should go down the road, this main road here, head toward the guard post in the East Guard house, but turn right before you get there. At the end of that street, there's someone from Dreamerstar.
Thank you very much. How much is the meal?
Silver.
All right, I give him 5 silver, and I thank him.
All right.
Man, we stinking rich.
They are stinking rich.
They are very rich. I feel like I should have sold the gun here, but you know what? It's fine.
I finish my meal, and then when I'm done, I walk out.
What time is it when?
I
Oh,
thank him
sorry.
again.
Well,
All right, where do you go?
I follow the directions.
All right, where?
I don't know, where the hell did he send me? He said
So down the street
which-
toward the East Guard house, but turn right
Yeah,
before
what was the east? Okay, is this the East Guard?
the one in the right, yeah. And then at the end of the street.
So I'm assuming the house that I'm on.
What are you going to do there?
I knock on it. I knock on the door.
An old woman answers, and she says, "Oh, hello, dearie. What can I do for you today?"
What time is it? Around 5, 6 o'clock?
Oh, are you doing on the night you got here?
Yeah.
Aries, then how are you doing this? You guys didn't you do this? Oh no, you left in the morning. Okay, you're fine. Yeah, because it was only like 4. Yeah, it's always it's like 4 or 5 in the evening.
Good evening, ma'am. I was told by a fellow in town that you're from Dwimmerstar.
Oh, me? I've lived here and cursed my whole life.
So you've never been to Dwimmerstar?
No, dearie, no, I'm sorry. Your information is mistaken.
Maybe I have the wrong house. Do you know if any of your neighbors are from Dwimmerstar?
I don't know, my dearie. I don't know.
Alrighty, sorry for bothering you.
Well, it's no problem. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Is she really an old lady?
Perception for that? She's an old lady.
Okay. I didn't know if she was in disguise. Alrighty, I feel suspicious as I walk back.
Oh my god.
Where are you going back to? The inn?
The inn.
Okay.
You just...
I go back and I say, hey, that lady wasn't from Dwimmerstar.
Yeah, did you go to the end of the street?
Yes. The old lady answered the door.
Which street?
You said right before the guard, make a right. Go down to the end of the street.
The street before that, sorry.
So
you gotta
the
be more
second street?
specific.
What's the house look like? I put a gold piece on the table.
It's long and it's got an awning on it.
If you look from the sky, does it have a white X on it?
How in the hell would I know that?
Well, thank you for your information. Hopefully this time I get that right house. I'm going to this one. Damn you. I knock on this door.
You hear it fits. Oh, roll perception. Tell you what you hear. Alright, you hear footsteps running around. They sound small, like not full-grown adult footsteps. And then you hear breathing standing at the door.
That is not creepy at all.
I say, hello?
There are identical gnomes who stand on top of each other and pretend to be a grown man.
The,
What, are they a
breathing,
bunch of
the breathing
Smurfs?
gets quicker when you say hello.
What the fuck?
I do not stand in front of the door. I stand to the side of the door. Is anybody in there?
You hear a tiny voice say, "Mommy?"
No, I'm not mommy. Is your mommy gone? Is your daddy home?
You don't hear anything else. Any other words. You still hear the breathing.
I'm looking for somebody from Dwimmerstar. Are you from Dwimmerstar?
No, we can't afford kids.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Aries, I got some recruits for you.
That's not fucking funny.
The Fire Emblem Squad grows.
Listen, unless she can transform into a dragon, no thank you.
Or has a huge bear that she can drop on people's head.
Hey, that Annie.
Do I get a response?
No.
Damn this guy. Oh, you know something? I'm gonna go to this one.
Damn it! Why don't you just use my idea?
And what is that?
Show Dova the letter, let her smell it, and sniff her out.
That's the person that I'm looking for has nothing to do with this piece of paper.
Oh.
But she can smell it.
Well, she's gonna smell out Grimmer Star.
Doe was sniffing for Dreamer Star, you said?
I let her smell the note.
Yeah. She smells the note, and with specifically Dreamer Star in mind, she sniffs Half Moon Cat, but she smells a more fresh Dreamer Star scent and takes you to the next house over.
And that's why she's smarter than the average cat.
Indeed.
See, now if I was Aaron, I would have went and walked over to Cathal.
That's not funny.
I knock on
Cathal's
this door.
not the freshest Dreamer Star scent in town.
But it's the freshest smell on that letter. But I knock on this door.
How do you knock?
Like a normal person, just
No.
or dun 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 dun. I don't know. It doesn't say any
Who is
secret knock. I'm here looking for fellow Dwimmerstar citizens.
You hear a unchaining and bolting of the door, and it opens enough for you to get in, but you don't see anything.
I slither in.
Like a snake?
And it closes behind you,
Yep.
and he locks it. He says, "What you need?"
I'm looking for somebody. Are you that person?
Well, it depends. Who you looking for?
Somebody that was sent here to collect something?
Who do you know?
I say her first name, but I don't say her last name.
How do I know you're who you say you are?
How do I know you're who you are supposed to be?
You found me.
Do you know what I'm supposed to give you?
Well, yeah, I know what you're supposed to deliver, and I don't think... doesn't look to me like you have it on you.
Do you know how big this thing is?
That's why it doesn't look to me like you have it on you.
I might not have it on me, but I might have it on. If you can describe what it is, I might have it.
He describes what he's here to buy.
And is that it?
Yeah. He describes a 8-foot tall, 3,000-pound pick.
I pull it out of the bag, and I hold it in my hand.
And he starts laughing.
This is it. You have 8 days to take it wherever you need before it becomes what it is. You can cast anything on it to see it is shrunken. How else would you be able to carry this damn thing around?
I had a wagon.
I had to get it out of a house
Well,
without
I don't
being
question
seen.
me. Me tells me, and I do. And he takes it from you. And he walks back to the back of the house, and he returns to you with a sack.
I take the
If you
sack.
don't mind, I'll get it back to me as soon as possible.
Like
he
I
told
said,
me
you have
to
8
give
days
you
before it
a
opens
little
up.
bit extra if you could get it to me in time. In a swift manner. It only took you a day. That's pretty amazing.
I do what I can.
And what'd you say after that?
I just tell him I do what I can, and it's going to be unshrink, go back to its same size in 8 days. So you got 8 days to get it back there.
Oh, I'll be back to Dream a Star in time.
Nice doing business with you. And tell me I said hello.
Change your dot.
He says, me definitely wants to see you if you make it out that way again.
Of course. Next time, tell her to put in her note where I can find you.
Oh, and by the way, the mission to Magnamar she made me remind you is still on the table.
Yes, we're planning on going there again.
And he says, well, I'm sure you got things to buy. I got to get moving.
Safe journey.
Goodbye. You too.
I walk to the door and wait till he opens it.
He opens it for you.
And I
And
sneak
then
back on out.
as you go out, he closes it behind you and you hear all the locks clicking.
I go back towards the end.
Okay, question for the sake of the timeline purposes. When did we get here?
You got here at 4 p.m. So
Oh shit, it would have been taking me until 12 midnight then. Is the thing even open that late?
no, they would have kicked you out before then.
Okay, so would that be enough to rush?
You can rush.
Would 54 be enough to rush?
Oh, yeah, the 54 would be plenty enough to rush. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll be about out at like 8.
Yeah.
So yeah, just...
Alright. So something's gonna happen to y'all that you've never really quite experienced before. Dilla's gonna talk to you guys. Much like a familiar would. She's always had the capability, she's just doing it now.
Okay. So what time is it that this starts to happen? Because Alexander won't be there until 8.
Once you've all arrived at the end.
Hello everyone.
And Priscilla's doing her song and singing.
Well, Priscilla's actually going to ask Cathal and Half Moon Cat to join in their song today. And they can earn money if they want.
Are you sure you want me to sing with you? You did hear me in the other town.
Like she says, yeah, like I said, you kind of just dance in front and mouth the words.
Yeah, sleight of mouth.
Let's slide him out there.
So you want me to Milli Vanilli this shit?
Cathal, did you? I mean, Half Moon Cat, did you look in the bag?
Yeah, did you see my letter to you?
Oh, hey.
Letter to me? No.
Yeah, in Discord.
In Discord? Hold on. What's in the sack? Oh, you're not gonna look for... well, hold on. I'll tell you what's in the sack.
Well, I didn't want to do it in front of him.
Damn, Cathal. You making her look bad.
I have a question. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the
Wait,
fuck?
it's more. Fuck. I forgot that.
Hey, I did better this time.
But so I actually have a question. You did sell all of the circlets, right?
We didn't, so... If I remember correctly, we haven't sold jewelry that we've
Oh, okay.
gotten. So like the 500 gold and the
1,000 golds.
is that like 1,000 or is that 4,000?
Well, it's 4,000 total, but each is
Okay.
1,000.
Okay. So yeah, we haven't sold the 4,500 gold worth of jewelry. And I would leave that to Cathal to do. She's the shrewd merchant, okay? Everyone here
Mhm.
has their purpose. You are not the shrewd merchant.
Gotta go sell that jewelry.
Ready? Yeah, I will do that in the morning. So I will do that in the morning of next day.
I actually want to get to this cat talking.
Yeah, once y'all are done with your little performance, Dilva will say to you all, when she's got you all together, that Ares and Krotos, she speaks in a very stern voice that seems more masculine than female because it's a freaking huge creature. They are outside the other end, and they are going to continue trying to offer their services. They will not be joining you tonight.
Alexander is going to look away from the performance very slowly and then stare at Dova.
We'll say
Then
this
his
is
eyes are
before
going
the performance, because the performance is going to be
Okay.
the last thing for tonight on the.
like they were doing what's it called? Per, rehearsal. So just look away from the rehearsal. He's going to stare at her. And his eyes are going to narrow very slowly. And his mouth is going to open a bit. It's going to close. Then he's going to tilt his head in the other direction.
Dova just stares at you with a look of confusion.
So,
Since when were you able to talk?
are Cathal and Half Moon going to join in the performance?
Yeah, we rolled. You rolled a
Oh.
43 and I rolled a 17.
You rolled a
Okay, good.
you rolled a 46 actually, mind
Yes.
All right. So, Cathal will actually, even though they don't really like looking at her, she'll make about 10 gold. Half Moon Cat, you'll get 2.
you. Damn.
How much is Priscilla getting?
Man, I could have made more money just working the crowd.
What do you mean, stealing their wallets?
Yeah.
You thief.
Yeah, they would have been preoccupied with their good singing too.
As soon as you would mention stealing here, you would die.
All right. So, are you guys doing anything else for the night?
Yeah, like I said, Kratos and Ares are going to.
Yeah, you're gonna keep trying to sell throughout the night. You can roll another diplomacy for the night, but there's even less people at night.
I mean, shit, I guess.
How many do you have left? 10?
Yeah.
You do another 2. 3. Another 3.
And this is the diplomacy for all those people who came to suggest to their friends to come see me.
I don't think so. That's included.
Fine. I'll take my 33 and my 36 too. Hey, tell all your friends.
Okay. Anything? Anybody else do anything tonight before the performance starts?
No.
That Ares is going to be able to hear through Dova.
No, I can't hear through Dova. That's not
Right.
how bonded mind works. If I can see her, she can basically do pseudo telepathy toward me.
Well, yeah. Anyway.
I asked her how long she's been able. I asked her how long she's been able to talk. Yes, that was it.
She's just going to look back at you and tell you that I've been able to speak since I became of age. I believe you may be able to recall when.
Music is on now.
Are you playing it?
Yeah, if you should have it on.
I
Or
have.
turn it up.
I did. I can't hear it. Oh my goodness. So my thing's just been weird. I haven't heard any music since I got on the table.
That's playing right now.
Hold on, let me try refreshing.
Stop talking. And thus ends chapter 2 of Chronicles of Ar'vahl.
Holy shit.